What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, Rob and Melanie are going to be playing Clank. Thanks to our Patreon supporters who voted out of a handful of games we couldn't decide what to play today, so they helped us pick. If you'd like to support the channel and vote on polls like that, the link's right there in front of you. Also down in the description below. We appreciate all the support from everybody. Thank you so much. Also, you can follow us on the social media links up here where I usually post about us going live and what's coming up. And yeah, if you're watching this in the future and you don't want to miss us live, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss when we go live. We play live stream games on this channel all the time, multiple times a week. We do pre-recorded stuff also, playing through campaign games. Yeah. So if you're new here and you're first watching this, we do all types of other games like this on the channel. And yeah, a lot more meatier games also. And Cohen is here in the chat. How's it going? Let's hope for no networking issues this evening. So far, everything's looking good like it was earlier today. But yeah, this is Clank, a deck building adventure published by Renegade Game Studios. It is a deck building game that I would have probably ranked in my top deck building games, probably the best deck building game I felt. It hits all the right notes when it came out. I had to get it. I loved deck building at the time a lot. It's fantasy themed and has a whole board with a push your luck, treasure looting. It's competitive, trying to screw each other over. Yeah, it has all that good stuff. So I love it a lot. But then I played Aeon's End, and yeah, that may have topped it for my favorite deck building game. I also like Xenoshift was up in there too, but I think this topped out Xenoshift for me. But I'm glad to pull this one back off the shelf after a couple of years. I've been wanting to play it, so I'm glad. And we're going to be playing thanks to everyone who donated and supported our fundraiser to get Clank Legacy on the channel that we do have now. We will be playing that after we're finished our Aeon's End Legacy campaign playthrough. So this is kind of like a little warm-up. Give us a taste again. It's been a couple years playing Clank. We played it last night as a little practice kind of warm-up. So hopefully we're good on the rules. I kind of looked through the FAQ quickly earlier today. So everything should be all right. But please, if you notice any goof-ups, you're a long-time Clank player, you're watching in chat, let us know if you catch any goofs. But if you're not, watch this live or watch this later. It helps everyone learn from our mistakes by leaving comments down below. Put timestamps with it if you can. And yeah, I know I do when I watch other playthroughs when I'm like, is that a right rule? Is that how the game really works? And then you go down the comments and you're like, there's someone's correction. Awesome. That helps. So yeah, feel free to help out. We don't mind it at all. It helps other people learn from our mistakes. So it's great. Ryan's here. Shannon's here. Joe's here. How's it going, guys? Let's see. Woot. Deck building is one of my fave mechanics of all time, which I find funny because Spirit Island is my fave game of all time, and it's not a deck builder. Because deck building is like, it's cool. I don't know. Is deck building in any like crazy, like high complexity games? Like, I mean games that have super high weight ratings on Board Game Geek. Do any of those have deck building? That's my question. Or is deck building usually only in like middle weight games and below? And maybe, Ryan, you need something like more meat on the bones, more challenging. And deck building, like, there are hard deck building games, don't get me wrong. But let's be honest, you're picking from a market of cards and putting them in your deck and deciding which ones to pick. That's like really, most deck builders are literally a simple choice of like, is it that card or that card? But yeah, but games like Aeon's End and Clank and stuff add to that. Give it an extra layer or two to it. But yeah, I'm curious. Maybe that's why it's not. Aeon's End is my number 2. It was number 1 before I played Spirit Island. Ooh, dethroned.
I think Aeon's End is my number 1, I think, right now.
Shannon got Aeon's End Legacy because of us. Super excited to dig in. Yeah, it's awesome. A treat so far, man. You're going to love it.
So
it's so good so far. I can't wait to play it again. Like next Tuesday, we'll be live streaming the next episode. Man, I can't wait. Can't wait to play more. Yeah, I just want to know. Like, I want to see what's next. Like, I've already been shocked by a few things that came out of the boxes, and like they do a good job with it for sure, so far at least. Can you tell a bit about how Clank works, Cohen? You know I can do that. All right, let's do it. All right, like I said, haven't played Clank in a while until last night. We pulled it out, played through a game, 3-player we did, but today we're only playing 2-player. So there's slightly modified setup-ish. So Clank. So you're looking at the board here of Clank. And you're like, what? Why is there this giant board with a deck building game? Because it's cool, that's why. So over here you have your market. It's built up of 6 cards are going to be showing. if you know deck building games, they are games where you build your deck as you play. You start with a deck of cards. In this game, we get 10 cards. We get 6 of these burgles, and it gives you the currency of skill points. This blue skill points is what's used to buy cards from the market, and they have a skill point value in the bottom. It's a little like, after playing so many other deck builders, it's a little counterintuitive because you think the cost would be like in the top corner of the card, but it's like in the bottom, kind of hidden. But that's how much the card costs. But then when you're playing it later, this is victory points at the end of the game. This is you getting more economy to buy more cards for this, for example. So that's the blue economy. That's one economy in the game. Another economy in the game is the boots here. This is your movement. You need this to move around this awesome board, which I'll get to in a second. And that's sidestep. You start with these cards in your deck. I think 1 sidestep.
2.
No. 2 stumbles you start with, I think. Yes. You have scramble.
Sorry.
Yeah, you have 2 boots in your deck, but you only have 1 sidestep.
Yeah.
6 burgles, so you have 6 money in your deck of 10. And like most deck builders, you start with like 5 cards, 7 cards, whatever. This actually, you start with 10 cards in your deck. And a lot of junk. And not many ways to get the junk out. So you also have a scramble in here, which gives you 1 money to buy cards, 1 skill it's called, I think, and 1 boot icon there for movement. And then the stumbles, there's 2 of these in your deck. These are the worst. So this is a thing called Clank. And you get this Clank. And what is Clank, you say? It's basically the noise you make when you're rummaging around in the dungeon trying to steal the treasure from the dragon. You drop some of it and it makes a clank. We are basically playing Hobbit, the board game. So if you guys ever seen the Hobbit movie, or no Hobbit, and Smaug the dragon, this is Smaug right here. Obviously they didn't want to pay for that license, but this is basically what they're playing here. So this is Smaug the dragon. Her real name in the game is like Nikki. She has a bigger name, but I can't remember it. But she starts here at a certain threat meter, and the clank you make is these cubes, this noise. And this noise you make goes into this little clank area here. So as you get +1 clank, I would have to put a clank cube here from my little pool. I'm the yellow player, Mel's going to be red. If the dragon ever attacks, it tells you right here how many cubes you're going to draw from the bag. The dragon has 20-something cubes in here already. They are black in this cool little bag. And you draw a black one, you're fine. The dragon goes back to sleep, you're all good. But if you draw one of your color, which when the dragon attacks, you throw all your clank that's built up here from all the players, you throw it in the bag, shake it up, and draw as many cubes as the attack level of the dragon. Sometimes there's ways that it can get bonuses from cards in the market. You pull one of your cubes out, it goes here on your health meter. And this health meter, you can take up to 10 damage. There is ways to heal, for example, entering a location with a heart. You put it down here and you start going from left to right. If you ever fill up this 10 health track, you're knocked out. And you're knocked out where you are in the dungeon, which we'll get to the whole dungeon stuff in a minute. But there is one other economy in the game. It is these swords. So these swords on cards allow you to attack monsters. Monsters are red cards. So cards in your deck, cards in your deck. All the starter cards have a gray banner. They're just plain Jane gray starter cards, okay? Just like a deck builder. But you can attack these red monsters, and there are monsters in the main deck that come out and fill up the market. In this game, when you buy cards from the market, it does not fill up until the end of your turn. So you don't get to buy one and wait for a new one to appear. You just buy what's there, and then you pass whatever, and it fills up after. So these goblin monsters, they have an attack value, like a health, basically. If you can generate at least 2 swords, you can attack this guy. And then it'll have a defeat ability. This one's defeat is just 1 gold. This guy sits here in this pool. This is like if you ever play deck building games, it's like the pool of cards that's like always available for you when the market's kind of screwing you around and you can't afford anything. You can always go over here. This goblin stays here. You can always defeat him to generate gold. Gold is a 4th economy in the game. I don't know if that's too many in this game. It gets kind of like weird. They probably could have streamlined it a bit better. But I'll explain how gold works in a sec. But that is another economy. So the cards over here, explore. This card, there's a whole pile of them. When they run out, they're gone. But this one you can buy for 3 skill. And it'll give you a little more buying power and some movement. Then you have a mercenary. He's a companion type. And he gives you some more skill to purchase. But he gives you some of those attacks I just showed you. He's only 2 to purchase. So if you're looking to just get cheap companions, some movement, some fighting, you can do it over here. If you can't find it there or it's out of your reach. The other thing you can get, and remember these are victory points for the end of the game. So I guess that's like a 5th economy. These secret tomes, they literally do nothing. They cost 7. But you might want to buy them later in the game because you can turn your 7 resources into 7 victory points at the end. So people load up on those in their deck to try to get extra points. So at the end of the game, the victory points you're building up are on the top of your cards. Each gold you earn is worth a victory point at the end of the game. And also the value on any artifacts or tokens. So anything in this green circle. And now we'll talk about everything on the board. So we already talked about your health track, talked about the dragon track. This is the coolest part. All right, so we each have a little meeple. This is our dude. This is our little knight. He's going to be going through the castle and into the dungeon. This is a push your luck game. We are trying to steal the dragon's treasure. If you'll notice, there's a grass line here, and there's a dungeon below it, okay? All the artifacts are in the dungeon. Artifacts are these hexagons that have this back. You'll never really see this, but they're randomly shuffled. In a two-player game, you remove 2 of them from the pool. So there are spots that this should have a 20-point one sitting here, and they have like designated spots, and there should be a 7 here. But they're missing because we randomly shuffled, and those are the 2 that left in a two-player game. So these little things, you have to get one of these, and once you get one, you're stuck with it. You're only really allowed to take 1 artifact. And you'll notice there's a 5 value one here, there's a 15 right here, there is a 25 here, a 30 here, and a 10 here. That's all we're playing with. So you can push your luck. Going into the dungeon, you follow these white little paths, and you go from room to room. If you enter Crystal Caves, stops your movement. You can't move anymore. Unless you have a teleport card, which could be in here. Okay? I don't know why that didn't pop up. But Smokin' Joe, thank you for subscribing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be delayed. That happened the other night, remember?
Oh, yeah.
But it was the opposite. It popped up on there before we heard the bell.
Oh, that's weird. Anyways, those artifacts, you must get one. You cannot leave the dungeon until you get one. So they can range from 5 victory points up to 30. But the 30 and the 25 are down here. This is competitive, by the way. Competitive. Thank you, Shannon, for asking. This is a competitive game. We're trying to just get the most victory points. And there's a little screw you aspect in it, which I love, and I'll get to in a minute. There's also other tokens you can get. These little question marks. They're super small here. These little tiny question mark tokens. There's 2 of these on a bunch of different spots around the board. When you go to that spot, you just pick one. They've been randomly shuffled. Just grab one, and you could get a little bonus. You can get. Can you pass me a rule book?
Yeah.
I don't want to flip any over to kind of show it. I shuffled them all up and everything, but you can get these little tokens. So here's the minor. They're called minor secrets. So these are what could be on the other side of those little tiny question mark ones, and you collect them. And kind of like Zelda, they're in little potions here, and you can hold these like potion of strength. You can hold it to get 2 damage later. That's damage is the same as having 2 swords. You can get 2 boots for movement. You can heal up a health. You can also get some skill to use right away to purchase. You can get some money to hold for later. You can trash a card, which gets it out of your deck, get the junk out of your deck. You can also get a dragon egg, and if you get a dragon egg, it's worth 3 victory points in the game, but it also pisses off the dragon, and it goes up a spot. And eventually the dragon will get madder and more mad, and eventually be pulling more cubes from the bag, which is the whole push your luck aspect, where it can come and tank you. The other way the dragon can go up like that is every time someone grabs an artifact. So as soon as someone gets one of those major artifacts that you need to get out of the dungeon, it wakes up the dragon. They're all noisy, I guess. They're gold, noisy, they're sitting under him or her, and you steal them and she starts to wake up and she wants to attack you, okay?
Also in here.
Also in there might force us to attack. We'll deal with that stuff as it comes off, but there's a bunch of different card types in there, which we'll explain as they come off. There's like, these are called devices, the purple top on the card. It'll say device. When you purchase one of these, you just use it right away. So this one, you'll get 2 movement on your turn, and then it goes to a discard pile. This doesn't actually enter your deck. And you'll see monsters in there. You'll see companions in there. You'll see like just ability cards. Some of them will give you a bonus when you acquire them. So they have an acquire ability on them. There's a whole bunch of other abilities, but we may not see them all. The deck is freaking huge. It's a 100 card deck just in the base game. And you get through like, playing 2-player, we'll get through like a quarter of it maybe. Like we'll see. But yeah, it's different every game. Like I've seen cards and then played and then play again and never see the same cards. It's crazy. Wait, that's an example. Okay. There are major secrets. The big question marks, these little tokens, when you go into that spot, you get to pick those up. They could be anything from healing twice, getting more skill, getting more gold, immediately drawing 3 cards. This one's just 7 victory points you keep for the end of the game, so it's kind of like an artifact. There's the market. there's 4 spots in the market here. You can spend 7 gold, that's this economy, to buy one of 3 things. You could buy a crown, and these crowns, you buy the first one, and you can buy as many as you want. You can grab them all if you can afford it. The first one's worth 10 victory points in the game, then 9, then 8. And that's all that's in there. So if somebody wanted to just grab those for victory points, they can grab them. They just cost 7 gold each. There are 2 keys. And keys are worth 5. You can buy both if you want to hoard them from other players. So this is part of the screw you aspect. Because there are locked pathways that have lock symbols on them. You can't get through that unless you have a key in your possession worth 5 victory points at the end of the game. So I said there was only one artifact per player. But if you go into the market and you buy the backpack, which is worth 5 victory points at the end of the game, and there are 2 of them, so yes, you can buy them, both of them as one player, and get 3 artifacts and say screw you to the other players. If you're holding a backpack, you can get a second artifact or a third artifact, 1 extra for each backpack you have. But again, you have to be in a market space and spend 7 gold. And you can spend 7 gold as many times as you want, I'm pretty sure, to buy as many of these things as you can afford. But you may not buy things that get you gold. But this, for example, is pickaxe. You buy this, every time you play it out of your deck, you get 2 attack and you get 2 gold. So you'll build up a pool of gold, which you could eventually spend in the market, or just hoard it for victory points. Or there's cards you could spend it on in here that will let you buy things when you play it and stuff. The other thing are some of these little lines between locations have 2 footprints on them that you need to spend 2 movement points to get between. Some of them have monster heads, and you will suffer a damage for each monster head you pass through, but you can use this 1 sword per monster head to prevent the damage. And damage you take straight to your health bar down here. I think I've covered and the ending of it. So you come down into the dungeon, you grab your artifact. Then maybe you grab some idols or you grab some secrets and you buy some stuff in the market and you're hoarding gold and you're trying to collect as much as you can before you die. But if you get knocked out in the dungeon, like below the grass, you get full 10 health, you lose, you're done. No points. You're out of the game, it's over. Okay, so picture playing 4 players. Somebody does that, they push their luck too far, they don't heal up, their cubes get drawn when the dragon attacks too much, or they go through too many monster heads and they start taking damage, and they're trying to collect as much as they can. Eventually, you make too much noise, you make too much clank, the dragon will get you. And if you fail down here, no victory points, you're done, you're out of the game. If you make it back up above the castle, so all the artifacts are down here, you cannot leave the castle again, and you leave it at the same point we enter. You cannot leave until you have at least 1 artifact. So you have to go down to the dungeon to get an artifact, or you can't leave. I guess you could stay in just the castle and grab stuff, and then wait till somebody else leaves. Because how the game ends, once the first person gets knocked out or leaves the dungeon, anybody who leaves the dungeon without dying gets a bonus 20 victory points, this little token here. So there's 2 of them up here, 1 for each of us. We may get them, we may not. But once the first person leaves the dungeon, either being knocked out or leaving properly, puts their little worker guy here, their little meeple, on this first castle space. Then the next time it's their turn. So the other person can be running in the 2-player game. The other person can be running around, or in multiple player. They can all still be running around doing what they want, pushing their luck, hoping not to get knocked out, and hope to get out in time. But once one person gets out there, it starts the end of the game, where every time it's that person's turn, they move 1 over. And when they move 1 over, the dragon attacks and draws +1 cube out of the bag. So it gets more spicy. The next one, they do it again the next time it's that player's turn. So there's a clock. Everyone knows they only have a few turns left. So people start scrambling or start pushing their luck or try to heal before they die or try to get out of the dungeon as fast as they can and back into the castle, or even just above the grass into the castle. The next time, 3 extra cubes are drawn, and then once they reach the final spot, everyone's knocked out. So if you're knocked out in the castle, the townspeople come and save you. You still get your victory points. You're still good, but you didn't get out and get the bonus 20 points. So you can stay down here and get as much as you want, and as long as you're above the grass line before everyone gets knocked out, you're fine. Spicy. Dragons really got some spice. All right. So I think that's that. And that's also part of the screw you, where you can purposely try to rush the game. And our daughter kind of did it to us last night. It was kind of funny. She didn't win, but she was pretty good. She got down, just got some cheap artifacts, grabbed what she could, and tried to rush the game closed before we could get all our stuff done and get out. It was kind of funny. And I literally got to this last spot before leaving, and I lost out on 20 points because on my last turn, when she was here, I had like just enough health. I lived, but on my next turn I drew, and I had no boots because I wasn't really drawing. I wasn't buying things with boots on it too much. Failed strategy. And I got knocked out literally in that last room. It was kind of funny. And Mel literally like football player diving across the goal line, basically, like just over the defensive, like right at the last turn, she like kind of jumped out of the dungeon to like save her butt. She just got enough movement,
But I won.
and she crushed it because she stayed down here and was like the whole time Chelsea's like up here, her things moving along, she's just like grabbing more stuff,
As
buying
I
more
went
things.
along.
Yeah, she's just like, please get me to this other room. I want to get more stuff. So Mel had the winning strategy. It was pretty good. So we'll see how that works here in a two-player game.
Yeah.
So let's see what everyone's saying. Hopefully that ramble. Cohen, does that explain it good enough? I don't know. But we like to explain stuff by actually playing through it here on the channel, doing the whole damn game. So if you have more questions at the end, let us know in the chat, or let us know during it even. We'll be checking the chat.
And we'll try to say what we're doing so that you know.
Okay, Rob, I need you and Mel to keep me entertained for the next few hours. I'm still at work going on hour 13. Oh, Buell. Man, you better be getting paid overtime for that. You better be making some good bank.
Oh, gosh.
Ryan,
Well, we'll do our best.
Ryan says, if you know how the game works, I think you should play on the other side. It's just better layout, in my opinion, because the markets aren't all in the middle.
Like
I don't think
going this way?
Yeah, and I always think that with games, when I play on the basic stuff, I'm always like, yeah, I just taught the game to a bunch of players. This is like my second time playing. All right, now we'll do this other side the next time. And then with our board game industry and hobby, there's 4 bajillion games you want to play. So the problem is you move on to the next game, the next game, the next game, and all of a sudden 2 years have passed. And then you go back to the game and you're like, oh, let's just start on the other side because I don't remember anything. And then we play it, and then we put it away again, and we play it with some different players a year later. This is what happens. So hopefully we play this now, and we play it again in a little bit and flip it and actually try it. But I don't think we've ever tried the other side.
I didn't even know there was another side.
But I never...
I thought he was literally talking about flip it this way, so we're going this way.
There's a more nastier side on the back.
I had no idea.
Yep.
He always sets
the
it
market,
up.
The market's all over the place. And yeah, it's a way different setup.
Oh.
There's like a red background to it and stuff. Oh. But I've never flipped it. We've never played more than like once at a time and then put the game on the shelf and months or years pass and then we pull it out again. But every time we play it with ourselves or other people or our daughter or whatever, we're always like, man, this game's so great, we need to play it more. And then just other games get played. But I always sit there and look at it and be like, man, I love that game. But yeah, I've never played on the other side. That's funny.
Okay, well, I guess if you want to like this video and let us know that you want to see another one, then we'll definitely play on the other side.
Well, at least 20 people here watching right now, so that's pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
So that's all right. So I do want to play this solo. Probably next week I'm going to do it solo. I tried it this morning with the app. It was pretty fun. It was a different feel. It was kind of cool. So I'll definitely highlight that. But I think I could play that on the other side too. So
what does the app do? It just kind of
it kind of runs like
another player, or
there's another player like adding their cubes to the bag, which adds like another threat meter. So if that runs out, it kind of like ends.
Okay.
But there's quests in it, so it tells you like try to buy a gem within the next 3 turns, and you tell it every time you end a turn, it will count that down, and at the end of turn, it'll tell you like destroy stuff from the market. So it simulates another player buying things, kind of.
Okay.
So you might be saving up for a card, and then at the end of that round, you click in. It's like, oh, destroy cards 3 and 5.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, add more of your Clank to the bag, or take some damage. Like,
cool.
if you fail on quests, it punishes you. So if you don't get the quest done, it'll punish you. But I'll show you that in another stream.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Cohen, no worries. You can watch it later. It's all good. You'll see it as we go. But I did want to do that anyway, explain it for other people who are watching too. And people watch later who are like, what's Clank? And they click on the video, right? That's all good. Let's see. I thought there was some mode I didn't know about. No. Yeah, we're playing together, but not like together in the game. Like we're just playing 2-player, if I said that way. Legacy can be played cooperatively. I've never played the base Clank.
Oh.
I thought Clank Legacy, someone explained to me that it's not like cooperative, but you're making like decisions together on how the game's changing and stuff. But I thought you're playing just Clank, like regular Clank. Kind of push your luck, who gets the most points kind of thing. But maybe not. I guess not. We time our treasure snatches for the same round and then dash back together. Oh, like we're a real
that's
team.
the co-op.
Oh man,
style?
you can do that in that game? That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a totally different way than I even look at this game. I look at this game as like I'm in it for myself. I'm gonna get the most treasure. I'm gonna screw everyone over.
I want to win.
I'm gonna steal the best stuff. I'm gonna try to get the dragon to attack. Maybe get out first.
Buy
end
the best
game.
cards.
Yeah. Buy the cards people are trying to get.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, it's overtime. It's overtime like 5 hours ago. So getting good money. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Try to get it from watching you playing. Yeah. Yeah, Colin, you should get it pretty well. It's not too hard to pick up. Unrelated question, says Ryan. Haven't watched your playthrough because spoilies. Did not succeed my first mission in Journeys.
Oh.
Is something that common or did I F up?
You're playing he's playing the very first.
I would assume you're playing the base
very
scenario.
First base scenario. That's a long way back.
I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. You're playing on like regular difficulty, like medium, because we found medium. Okay, I've read different things online. After we were done playing our first one through, we got that game like really early and played through it as quick as possible because we were like hyped for it.
Mm-hmm.
After we did that, FFG released a easy difficulty mode to just into the app to play through the story. So I was reading online, some people were saying it's a little difficult at normal. But then I was reading people were saying it's just difficult with certain heroes.
Yes.
And certain player counts with certain heroes. Maybe wasn't balanced fully. So, but that should have changed by now. Like I know they went in and rejigged stuff, I think, and updated the app based on people's feedback. So... yeah, Ryan, you just probably suck.
Don't say
kidding.
that.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. What heroes are you playing with?
Yeah, I played Legolas.
Well, we picked fighters, and I read online after we played, or in comments, maybe people are leaving comments, fighters just have a way better time in the game. At least have one fighter in your party.
And we only played 2 players. I don't know how many you were playing.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing solo, that might be more difficult to be able to...
Well, I think you still, in that game, it's not true solo.
Oh, it's two-handed?
You have to play two guys at least.
Okay. But you can replay the mission, right? Oh, I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, and we don't want to spoil anything,
Yeah.
so I forget. I don't want to just make stuff up.
That's possible. I played both female characters and named it Teen Girl Squad. If anyone gets the reference.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
The other thing, were you exploring enough? Or were you letting threat get out of control? That's the problem. If you threat out in that game, like if you don't keep pushing, some scenarios will push you to explore, and if you don't explore fast enough, and don't try to search everything. Don't go after every token. Pay attention to what people are saying and try to figure out what's more important and what to look at. Because if you try to search every token out of the game and take your sweet time, there's a clock ticking against you and the threat will threat you out. So there's a little bit of a race to it. Not too much and not every scenario, but that is something I learned early. You can't sit there and explore everything and do everything in the game the first time through. Don't expect to do that. There's a lot of scenarios we just rushed through, but you had to rush through to win, I feel like. Yeah, I lost the threat. Yeah, I thought so. Didn't really grasp how fast it would go. Exactly. And there are some scenarios that'll push you more and they're like the fire's behind you and you got to go. But there's other ones where it's more about exploring or solving mysteries and that kind of thing. And those you can kind of take your time in. But it's up to you to follow, like read the text. Like they're dropping hints to you. It's very much like Mansions of Madness if you've ever played that. Where there's clues written in the story and you have to try to figure out how to solve it, kind of like,
Make me want to play it again.
Yeah, and that's all I'll give you. Try and be as generic as possible with no spoilers, but that game is freaking awesome.
But now you could go and watch our episode 1, because if you already played through episode 1.
True, but we play with different heroes, so it's a different...
Oh, it's different.
And they throw different challenges. Every time you play through, based on who you pick, different items you get, they'll throw different story stuff at you and place things in different spots like Mansion of Madness does.
Yeah, true.
So it might not be the same experience exactly.
True.
So that's what's cool about it too. All right, let's find out who goes first. I rolled a 3.
Oh,
Hannes
I was
goes
like,
first.
how are we deciding?
Well, it's normally most sneakiest.
2.
But, we'll just do it this way. So I go first.
Okay.
So I put, I believe, 3 Clank on there.
Yeah, I don't know if it changes for 2 players.
In a 2-player game. Nope. Where is this?
Players.
Sneakiest player gets to go first. Play will proceed clockwise from there. The first player places 3 Clank, and the second player places 2. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, you are the sneakiest person anyways out of us.
Well, I fixed that die. I had a loaded die, so that was sneaky.
You want to go first?
No, but I have 3 Clank there. I don't want the 3 Clank.
Okay, so I start with 2.
That means the dragon's going to be chasing me down. Let's see. Just put the book aside. Okay.
Okay.
Ryan says, got you. Well, I'm going to keep going. It lets me move on. I just have a negative in the next fight for losing that way. Yeah, that's how that game works. I remember that. Yeah, if you win, you get like benefits, kind of. Like different things in the next story will like affect you based on winning or losing. It's kind of neat. Mm-hmm. That is something I do want to play through again. And so people are saying you can play that game's awesome solo, but then I was like, oh, but I have to play through with like 2 characters. And I'm not a fan of doing that in games really. But I did want to play through that game again just to see how the story was different. But it's been so long I'd have to like watch our YouTube series to go, oh, that's what happened. And then go back and play it again.
But it would almost be better to not. Then you're...
Yeah, but then I might make the same choices.
No, but some things are probably going to ring a bell in your brain, right?
Yeah,
You'll be like, I feel like I've done this before.
But I wanted to test it to see how different it is. But I guess I could watch someone else's playthrough too, right?
Yeah.
That's probably another thing to do. All right. Dex shuffle. I should probably shuffle mine. I've been looking at it. Not that I remember, but... Okay. So I'm first. Mm-hmm. So I draw 5. We both draw 5 cards.
Yep.
So it was 5 cards, same as every other deck builder under the sun, I believe. Is 5 cards is the thing. Shannon, he's talking about Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth from Fantasy Flight Games. AKA the game that is Mansions of Madness, the fantasy version.
Yes, and Beal says they have announced a new expansion, which I'm excited for.
Yes, they have. I've already reached out to Asmodee North America and said, put my name on the list. If there's review copies, I want one ASAP.
Yes.
Yeah, please, 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 please. All right.
And Ryan
so
says...
I don't have to wait for it to come to Canada and get it later than everyone else.
Yeah. Ryan says you should love to watch it played live. Yes.
Yeah, that we could do.
We didn't play that live at all. No, I remember.
No, and the reason why is because we did like we usually do in our campaign games. Spoilers, we weren't in a rush to get the episodes out because people weren't really playing it yet. So it's like we didn't want to spoil it for people, and people don't really watch until later. So there's no point in doing it live if nobody's going to show up to watch spoilers. But games that have been out for a while, you'll have more live audience, I find. At least that's how it seems to work. But in that game, also, we played, like, we were so into it that we were like, okay, it's Saturday. Let's start playing at 9 a.m., which if we streamed at 9 a.m. on a Saturday, probably wouldn't have many viewers. And then we would just keep playing. We literally play for like 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours some days, and then literally do it the next day. Like, the one game, we finished the second quest. You probably, if you watch that, you'll see us wearing like the same clothes for like probably only like 2 outfits, because I think we did that in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, we just, Mel was off work for a week, and we literally, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, boom, we were done the game. Like, played through whatever it was.
Yeah.
Somewhere in 8 to 12 scenarios or something. Somewhere in there, we just bang, 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 like back to back. Even when we fail, we're like, let's next one, let's go. Like, play it again, do it again.
Okay, so when is this supposed to come out? I'll plan to take that day off work. No, I'm just kidding.
So there was talk that it wouldn't come out till April, but with the coronavirus stuff, it could get pushed.
Okay.
Is what I would think. But they were saying April in the last live stream they talked about it. I think was that, but that's all they would say.
Okay, well.
I'm pretty sure that game was said to be just April, but we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see. All right. So
such a good game.
I got a stumble. So that adds a clank. I'm making noise already. I got 3 burgle cards here to give me 3 skill, and I got 1 movement. So my movement, and you can play your cards all down and just do things in however you want for actions in the game, or you could play cards in certain orders. And sometimes it will matter with certain cards to be played in certain orders, but not really many times. So I'll move 1. Using my 1 movement. For 3, I will take a gander in the market here. And I see a move silently, -2 clank. That seems very good. I also like this one, this companion. Replace a card in the dungeon row. Treasure Hunter. He also gives you 2 economy and 2 attack. I could just get 2 extra move right now and just pop a ladder, but I would rather have something that kind of like prevents clank and gives me 2 movement. So this move silently is what I'll grab.
Yeah, that's what I would have bought too.
Oh, darn. So that will go in my discard pile. So will all my other cards. And this is like one of those deck builders. Now that I played Aeon's End, this hurts. So you can't hold cards ever in this game. Hurts. And we have to shuffle our discard piles when we run out of our deck. It's very sad. Like, I kind of want to like house rule it and like add that to every deck building game we play now, but
I don't know.
so I draw my other 5 cards, and it is your go.
Okay, we're gonna refill the market, and we're gonna fill it with a crystal goblin. Ooh.
Crystal Golem.
Oh, golem.
So this is a monster, and to fight it, it's 3 attack. You have to have in the same turn, and you fight this only in a crystal cave. If you defeat it, you get 3 extra skill on that turn to spend no other time. And when you defeat a monster out of the market, it just goes to the discard pile. And sometimes they have abilities on them that like add an extra cube to the dragon attacks. So you'll like want to, as a group, sometimes fight guys out of the market and stuff. Greetings from Raccoon City, looking for Jill Valentine. Yes, that is from...
Do you understand that one?
Yes, I do. Resident Evil 2, right? Well, I guess Jill Valentine's probably another ones. But yes, Resident Evil reference. I understand this.
Bio says, take off your chainmail and you won't clank as much.
Man, and you'll move faster. Let me check if I can get that out of my deck.
I know, right? That'd be good. Okay, so for me, I have 2 stumbles, so I will add 2 clank.
Nice. Welcome to the party. 4 clank.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I have a scramble, which will give me 1 movement, so I will join you. And then I have 3 skill. So
yeah, we can leave him stand up. That's fine.
for 3... I will actually buy an explorer, if you will. Pass
Explorer?
me one. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Add that there and draw my 5. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
So I will also stumble, add a clank. And I got 4 skill and 1 movement. I will move the only way I can. 1 move over here. For 4?
For 4, you have a pickaxe.
I do like that. Getting gold like that, that's kind of neat.
Or you still have the 2 you were looking at last time.
Yeah. Or over here, I can just get a mercenary and explorer. See, there's also the mini game of like, I want to buy something. And there's kind of like okay cards here. But then I buy something that frees up a spot to be refilled, and then it's your turn, and then you just yank the good card that comes off. So there's this whole thing of trying to like understand it, and it irks me of like, I want to buy a card, but I'm buying a ho-hum card, and then the most beautiful card ever that I would love in my deck is going to come off the top, and you're going to go, ooh, perfect, and you yank it. And it's like, I feel like I'm feeding another player. Star Realms does that to me too. I like it, and Hero Realms bugs the crap out of me. But I love it. It's kind of cool. But at least in those games, it refills right after you buy something. So there is the chance where you could like buy a 1-cost card or something, or 2-cost card, and then it refills, and then you're like, oh, I saved 4 of my economy just to buy that other one.
Yeah, yeah.
But this game, it's like it all only refills at the end of the turn. So it's another thing I would kind of house rule. I think this companion...
Well, even if you bought something, you wouldn't be able to afford anything else.
True. Replace a card in the dungeon row. If the new card has a dragon attack symbol, ignore it. That's kind of neat. I could replace...
It's just a way for you to get cards that the
Yeah,
person wants
that
out.
can help what I was just talking about, right?
Yeah.
But it's not movement on this card. I'm going to try something different, I think, but I'll take it. Let's do it.
Okay.
It's got a couple icons on it. And I did all my movement, right? Yep.
Okay, so we got a silver spear. Ooh.
Oh, when you acquire it, you get an attack.
Yeah.
A 1-time attack, but then every other turn you play it, you get
Nice.
3 attack.
And it costs 3. Okay.
See, that's a card I would have rather bought than that last one, I think. No.
So I got 4 skill and a move. I will move here. I think I'm going to... buy the spear. I think this is going to come in handy later.
So you only get 1 attack when you acquire it, so there's nothing
That's
out there
fine.
that it even works against. But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
normally you would check at that point if you had some other attack on your turn.
Yeah, I think in the future that's going to be helpful. And it's going to give me 2 victory points at the end of the game.
Yep.
Okay. A gem collector companion.
-2 clank. Gems cost 2 less this turn. And we don't have any gems in the market, but you'll see them if they come out. They're nice and shiny, and they're usually have dragon icons on them, I think. All right, so my turn. I have 4 movement here. And I have the -2 clank off of move silently. So I'll actually take 2 and return it to my pool. Let's see here. 3 economy. So I could take that ladder and just use 2 extra movement this turn and literally have, what's that, 5 movement total? But the problem is if I go through the crystal caves, as soon as I step in there, I end my movement for the round. No matter how much movement I have built up. If you enter a crystal cave, it's done. But you could have a teleport thing to then go like 1 space further. Or I could just keep going this way across and start grabbing some goodies. So I'll definitely use 2 of the movement. And you could do it separately. So I'll use 2 of the movement. I'll grab a token from here. So this gives me 2 extra skill on my turn right now to use. If I don't use it, it's gone. So I'll put this on my cards to kind of remember. And you only get 1 token when you move in. To get the next token, I would have to leave this room and come back in. And sometimes there's arrows that you can't go backwards against the arrow, obviously. I didn't explain that earlier, but if it's just a straight line or whatever, you can go back and forth, like even on the same turn and kind of like get all the tokens.
Ryan says, did I not have a boot on the first turn? I did not.
What are you talking about?
I only had...
we
only have 2 in our deck, right?
Yeah. You only have 2 in your starter deck to see the
Or maybe I had 1 on the first one, 1 on the second, which is why...
1, 2.
Yeah,
you've seen both already.
I'm good.
It's just I was first player, so now I'm into like my good cards, kind of. So then I'll use 2 more to go here. And I get 5 gold to spend whenever I want, so that'll be in my little pool. Yeah. So I have 5 total.
If you buy the ladder, right?
If I buy the ladder for 3, I have 2 left. But is there anything that's like 5?
You'd have 6 total. Because you have 4 there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Oh, I thought you were talking about... Sorry, I thought you were talking about movement points.
No, I'm talking about money to buy things like the ladder.
Okay.
If I do that, I waste this 2 that I got.
I see.
But I could kind of reach a little further and grab like this gem collector, for example. -2 Clank. Yeah, I'll buy this and just have 1 go to waste.
Taking all the minus Clank.
Yeah, you don't see them that often. Some games you play, you see a lot of it. Some you don't see any.
I know.
So it's like, I'm going to grab what I
know.
feel rare on. But and I think that is all. I debated using the ladder just to move down and grab a token, but I don't know what it would be, and maybe it would be less beneficial. I don't know. It's tough. All right.
Good?
Yep.
A teleporter. So this is a device that you can use.
Yeah, one-time shot. How much does it cost?
4. Yeah.
And then it transports you to an adjacent room.
Yeah.
A one-time use.
Okay.
It does not go in your deck.
So I have a stumble, so I will add 1 Clank to the pool. I will move...
Crystal Cavern?
Hold on. No.
Some ladder action.
I think so.
Coming my way, following me through the tunnel. You're like, I'll follow these footprints and see what I find. Well, spoiler alert, you're not going to find much because I'm going to take everything.
I am going to... so I have 5 skill points. I will buy the ladder for 3, which will immediately give me 2 additional movement points. I will move over the feet.
Yep, and you get this little token. So you got the trash a card at the end of your turn. You can use this to trash a card here or in your discard pile, but it's only there.
Perfect. We're just going to do that so I remember.
Well, I'll just take it down.
Okay.
So we don't forget. So Mel got one of her +1 Clank stumbles out of her deck already.
Yes. Okay. So now I still have 1 more because I only use those 2. So I think I will come down this line here. And I think I want the bottom one. Oh, a dragon egg.
So the dragon goes up, and then you have 3 victory points for the end of the game.
Okay.
And there's sometimes there are cards in here that may say if you have a dragon egg or a crown or whatever you get up, it might give you more.
So I spent 3 of my skill. I will spend 2 buying a mercenary, please.
Boom.
Okay. Refill. We get a ruby, a gem.
So there's a gem.
This is also going to cause a dragon attack right now.
So dragon attack. Here we go. Our first one. So we grab all this Clank, the noise that we made, we put it in there with the 20-something black dragon cubes. We shake it up. Since she trashed the stumble in her hand, she doesn't have to put a cube, I think. No, the trash is at the end of the turn.
Yeah, it's at the end of the turn.
Yeah. At the end of the turn, trash a card from your discard pile or play area.
Yeah.
Return the card and this token to the box. Yeah, so it's not...
Unfortunately.
Not from your hand. Not from your hand.
Should have went for the top token.
So what are we doing? 3 cubes?
We are doing 3, yep.
And the 3 cubes are all dragons. The dragon's still sleeping. We'll just throw these here. And we don't have to worry. All is well.
Okay, it's all you.
All right. So I'm going to stumble a couple times. And 3 economy. Really nothing over there for me to purchase. So let me look over here.
It's too pricey for you?
I will just explore. And that is me. Draw 2, and I got to shuffle, and you can go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
And thanks for the question, Dragon Shadow, by the way.
Just. Okay, so, whoops. So you have 4 skill, 2 boots. I think I'm going to use my 2 boots to go here. And then my 4 skill. I think I will buy the pickaxe for 4.
Okay. You fill the market for me.
Yeah.
Please, thank you.
Belcher.
Belcher, dragon attack time.
And when we defeat him, you get 4 gold and +2 clank.
Oh, it's noisy because you stab him and he burps.
Gross.
All right, so 3 cubes. We got 2 dragon. And Mel gets her first damage.
Nice.
All right. So I have a move silently, which is -2 clank. So when I play the stumble, it prevents that clank, and it does also prevent a future clank I may earn on the same turn. Treasure Hunter Companion. Replace a card in the dungeon row. There's nothing really hurting us there. But I'll look in a sec. So I only have 4. Two swords. Can't fight that guy. Can fight that. So I can fight the Belcher and only take 1 clank. Let's replace this Amulet of Vigor.
Okay.
So discard and draw a new card. Oh, the Bracers.
Bracer of Agility. Draw 2 cards. Cost 5.
5. Interesting. All right. So yeah, I'll spend my 4 and I'll just teleport to this room. And I get this so that I can use to heal twice later.
You can do that even though the arrow says the other way.
Yeah, you ignore like everything in between them, right?
Sure. That sounds good.
Isn't that the way we always played it? Teleportation is a special form of movement that allows you to move to any room connected to your current room. You do not need to use boots or fight any monsters in that tunnel. You can even use locked or one-way passages that normally you couldn't. Remember that on the turn you enter a crystal cave room by any means, you cannot use any boots for the rest of your turn.
Wow. Juicy. And you just got to heal?
Yeah, I could use it for 2 heal later. At any point, I can spend it on my turn to get to. I will fight this guy.
Okay.
And so I get 1 clank, because I still have -1 clank from the move silently. And I get 4 gold.
And he gets discarded.
And he's gone. And then 2 movement. Let's go this way and this way. And I'll take a damage for going across the monster spot. I spent my swords already. And let's see. Oh, 2 more skill on the turn. That sucks. I wish I looked at that earlier before. But I guess I wouldn't have teleported and all that. But let's just take a mercenary with that too. And that is gone.
Awesome. So you're good?
Yep.
An emerald, a gem. It's gonna also draw cards, and we're gonna cause a dragon attack.
Another dragon attack. Oh man.
And we got an orc grunt also causing a dragon attack.
Well, you only do one per turn, no
Right,
matter how many
yeah.
dragons come up.
3 if you defeat him, and it's 2 to defeat him.
All right, so it is 3 cubes.
Yeah. Need some yellow in that hand. Oh, my
That's a no yellow. I feel around. I can feel the yellow paint texture, so I just
Yeah.
don't pull those ones out. Just kidding. All right. So another damage to Mel.
Okay.
Bernardo's never played Clank learning as he watches. That's why we do this.
Awesome.
I'm glad. I did do a whole ramble for like 20 minutes, Bernardo, at the start of this video, how it all works. But there are how to play videos. I recommend Watch It Played, another fellow Canadian, Ronnie Smith, who does a good how to play on Clank for sure.
All right. So I'm going to stumble adding a clank, because why not?
Whoa, tripped.
I'm going to move here. This time I'm going to take the top one, and it's going to give me 2 gold.
2 golds.
Perfect. That is actually perfect. I will then fight the orc grunt. I think, yes. So I will get 3 more gold. 2 skill there and 2 skill here. So for 4, I cannot buy anything there. That's awesome. I think I'll buy 2 mercenaries, please, for 4.
Yoink and yoink.
Okay. So we got a shrine, which is a device.
When it arrives, you put 3 dragon cubes back in the bag.
Nice. And this can be used for 1 gold or 1 heart recovery.
And it's a one-time use as a device, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. My turn. Stumble. 2 movement, 3 skill. I don't know if it makes a difference. Yeah, let's go through here, take a damage. And then I'll go here and get this token. 2 gold.
Oh, they're both the same. There. That's
Yeah,
funny.
there's probably a bunch. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's just...
And then for 3,
Just the shrine there is 2. Everything else is 5 or 6.
so I could get a heal or could get an explorer. Yeah, I'll just buy the shrine to do a heal.
That whole thing that you said about cards, like you flip on your turn and it's a card you want, is happening to me every time I flip.
That's what happens
on
to
my
me in this
turn.
game a lot.
It feels like, oh, another orc grunt we're going to have. So,
Another dragon attack?
yeah. So those are going to go in the
Yeah,
bag.
lots of dragon attacks this game.
Here we can...
Like sometimes they come in clumps and then, yeah, sometimes you don't see them for a long time.
All right, so we're drawing 3. Oh, nice.
I actually sewed a special pocket in there where I put all the yellow cubes so that you never grab them. It's working great.
Okay. Okay, so now me. Let's start with a sidestep giving me 1 move. I will move here. And then a scramble gives me another move. I will move into the market. And when I do that, I will take this top one, which is going to give me 2 more skill to use this turn.
Very nice.
And then I have that. Now, while I'm in the market, I would like to spend 5 on a key.
Nope.
So I will take a key, which lets me walk through all the locked passages.
Nice.
Okay, now...
Yeah, I know. Yes. I am joking, Ryan. I'm totally messing around. It's going to be like, let's draw 5 cubes. All Rob's yellow. All right.
Except I'm red.
Oh, yeah. He's saying when it draw red, then it's going to be like, whoops.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I actually have some stuff that can do something this time. Well, that's exciting.
Right.
Oh,
meant
he meant yellow.
Yeah,
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 I
okay.
knew what he meant. I knew. Okay. I think I want to take this brilliance that lets me draw 3 cards.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take that. There's that. Okay. So we got a rebel soldier who's a companion. If you have another companion in your play area, draw a card, and it has 2
Well, if you're going the
swords.
all companion deck, that
Yeah.
works great.
1, 2, 3.
All right. So I have -2 Clank. Gems cost 2 less this turn, and that is all the text really on my cards. So I have what do I got? 7 skill, 2 move, and the gem is actually -2.
That's the winning card. Calling it now, Mel wins.
Yeah, that card is great. It is great.
Now I might want to get Clank, LOL.
Draw
That is
3.
from Faulty,
That's crazy.
Faulty Joe says you might want to get Clank now.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see.
5. Let's see, did I just shuffle it in? No.
Okay, for 2 move. Let me
Market items do cost 7.
7 gold. Yep.
Oh,
What did you spend?
5.
Oh,
I
you
did
cheated?
cheat. Yes, thank
Put
you.
that key back.
Thank
Just
you.
take 5 gold. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, 7. Take
Oh,
it.
now you're trying
now
to
I'm
take
trying
more
to take
gold?
7. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I
Oh,
knew
I didn't
that.
even notice you did that.
Thank
I wasn't
you.
even paying attention.
Oh my god. Oh my
Thank you,
gosh.
Janet.
Thank
Janet,
you.
our newest Patreon backer.
Yes,
Thank you so
thank
much for your
you.
support. I appreciate it. But yeah, Mel's a dirty cheater.
No,
so
no, no.
You shouldn't support us. Mel's a cheater.
No, I knew that it cost 7 in my head. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I probably should have done something else last turn then, but that's fine.
Okay, so for
That's
7,
fine.
I'm gonna buy the Bracers of Agility. That actually no. Before I buy anything, let me move first because it could lead to other tokens. So I'll move down 1. Let me go to the market. Follow you in. Kind of awkward. We're on the same side of the board here. So I got this little thing that I can save for later and use for an extra space of movement if I want.
That's a good one.
So I'll just hold on to that. I have 9, 10, 11 money.
Can I have some?
Nope. So I will spend 7. I'm going to take a key.
Oh, he's taking my strategy.
How's that a strategy? It's just
Nobody took keys when we played last time, just
yeah,
me.
but yeah, well, I was just trying something different. So I'm taking a key, and
So Janet says, no problem. Love watching you guys play. Reminds me of my husband and I playing. Oh, that's so
Awesome.
nice. Thank you. And Alexis just ordered Clank. Now I need to hire a babysitter to watch my twins so I can play all the new games I bought this week. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And you have
awesome.
twins. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
You're brave.
Oh, how old are your twins?
Oh my
How
God.
old are your twins? That's crazy.
Well, she needs a babysitter, so I assume young.
Dragon Shadow says, just sell the kids and buy more games. No, we do not. We do not.
No, but you're lucky because those twins will eventually be gaming age and you'll have 2 players.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
awesome.
true. Get them playing games when they're young. That's for sure. And Nerfenstein, aka Girly Gamer. Hello, fellow board gamers. Owned Clank for over a year, still not played it. Yeah, we had Clank sitting on our shelf for like multiple years and didn't play it for a while. But yeah, it needs to be played. You need to play it.
I also love all these women in the chat. This is awesome.
Clank or our Clank Incorporated.
Clank. Isn't that the... Oh, no, that...
So there's Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yeah, that's what
but
I was thinking.
Acquisitions Incorporated is like a role-playing game thing that takes place at the PAX gaming conventions, which they use that whole theme and IP in Clank Legacy, and there's expansions for it that are based on those characters they use in that role-playing game series that they do like live on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, this is just Clank, a deck-building adventure, the base game, the fantasy-themed one. There is also Clank in Space that came out later, has a modular board. I've never played it. But yeah, that's a whole other line of Clank stuff. There's tons of expansions, tons of different boards, tons of different sets. It's great to see another woman chat. That is awesome.
see?
We appreciate that. Yes,
It's
inclusive
awesome.
here.
I love it.
I'm down with the ladies. Obviously, I like playing games with ladies. It's all good.
And guys, obviously,
And
yes,
guys, yes. Nothing wrong
Nice
with
to
that.
see everyone in the chat, but a lot of times
Yes.
it's just men talking, which is fine.
We think,
but
we don't know. We
Well,
don't
that's true.
judge.
We
You can
don't-
be hiding behind whatever. We're all
That
good.
is true. Okay,
All open here.
Alexis twins just turned 4.
Okay.
Can't wait for them to get older so I won't always be playing solo. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
That's
see, you
cool.
just made 2 gamers with That's awesome.
Yeah. The only problem is the board game market moves so fast. I remember buying games for our daughter. She's now 10. But I would buy games when she's like 4 and she's playing certain games. I'm like, oh, I really want to play this game with her, but I just need her to be like 7 or 8. But then she turns 7 or 8 and I don't care about the game anymore. I don't want to play it. We're already moved on to something else. And I'm like, I want you to play this now. And then the same thing happens. I keep buying games that are like more advanced than they should be. And then sometimes I buy games and I forget about them. And then we go to play with her and she's already like advanced past those games. And I'm like, oh, she's not really into this one because I should have played this with her like a year ago or something. So yeah, it's very tough field. It's hard. And like I used to go to Gen Con and buy her games there without her around. And then I'd totally like, I'm just buying them based on like what I think. But obviously if she were there, it'd be better to help her pick. But
yeah, but it's hard taking kids to those kind of things.
So that's why I try to show her like YouTube videos and be like, look at this game. What do you think about these people playing this type of game? Would you like to play this? And sometimes she'll say no, but then we play it with her and she's like, loves it. So
Yeah.
He's a mini gamer.
But this is the best comment. My justification for buying all these games is to invest in future family time. That's amazing. That's awesome.
That's what you tell yourself.
Yep. That's what you tell yourself too?
Yeah. This is for our family. I'm buying these games. Yeah. Not for
well, we do play
not for
together.
my own board game addiction.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
We play most of
we
them
do.
together, so.
What am I doing? I'm like talking and shuffling my deck here. Okay. So.
Did you buy something already? No.
No, that's what I was doing. I'm totally getting off track.
That's
so
fine.
I just moved in there. I got that token. I haven't bought a thing. So I will take the Bracers of Agility for 5. I have 2 remaining. Yeah, let's take this little Rebel Soldier guy. That is that. And done.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a rebel captain. Yeah, another one. If you have another captain in your play area, draw a
Another
card.
companion thing, right?
Companion. Yeah. Did I say captain? Yeah.
No, he is the captain.
And then a kobold merchant, another captain. That art is kind of cute.
A little kobold carrying all your swords and stuff.
Yeah. So this gives you 2 gold if you have an artifact plus 2 skill.
So an artifact is these ones that we're trying to get out of the dungeon. So as long as you get one, that card gets better, basically.
Okay, so let's do this because I'm not going to cheat this time.
Oh, real money this time.
So there's my 7. But I think I'm going to kill with that 2 the orc grunt to get 3. Then I'll kill or just fight the goblin.
Goblin for 1 gold.
For 1. I have 3 total skill and a boot. I will buy the key this time for real, spending the legit money I'm supposed to spend. Okay, now, don't want that. I will use 1 boot to move. I'm not going to pick up that artifact.
Yeah, it's optional to grab those.
And I think I'm going to buy... I think I'm going to buy this kobold merchant, giving me 2 gold when I play it.
Wow, money bags. Money bags.
Okay, so let's see. We have a sneak.
Minus 2
So
Clank.
-2 clank again. They come after.
I'll just buy that just to buy
And
it.
a master burglar. He's a companion. Trash a burgle card in your play area or discard pile.
Oh, that's cool. I wish I could trash stumbles. The other thing that's happening to me is every time I get minus Clank, there's none there. So that's what's screwing me over.
Yeah.
Every time I look, I'm like, oh, there's 2 there. Perfect. I have the card in my hand. And then you flip and we fight with the dragon. So that's what's been screwing me over. All right. So 1 Clank. And I can replace a card over there. Let me figure that out in a sec here. All right. So I got 4 swords, 1 boot. I will move this way. Let's sort it up. I guess I could instead move this way and prevent that. And then if I'm in the Crystal Cave, I get 3 more money. Yeah, let's try that. So I'll go through the monster. I'll use up one of my red swords to prevent a damage. Let's see what we get in here. It's the draw 3 cards immediately one. believe that's I have to use it right away. I'm not sure. Immediately draw 3 cards and return the token in the box. Well,
Nice.
that's straight up. That's not dancing around the issue there. 1, 2, 3. So minus some Clank. So I'll definitely get rid of that one. Okay. So I have some extra skill. Oh yeah, while I'm in the Crystal Caves, where you have to be to fight this Crystal Golem, I'll use my other 3 swords and defeat this guy.
You
He's
immediately
gone.
get 3.
I get 3 more skill. So I'm
Yeah.
at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I can also replace a card in there.
Which means you'd get to see.
So I definitely want to take this guy for 3. So I'm down to 6. I'll replace this card.
Okay, with an ogre, and we ignore
Yeah,
the.
and yeah, it ignores the dragon when it comes
Yeah.
into play this way.
So you get
Oh, I
5
wish I saved my
gold
3
if you
swords.
fight him.
That's okay.
Let's see.
No swords? Okay,
No
good.
peeking.
I'm just kidding. It's all good. That was a gamble. Okay, so yeah, spinning my swords first, but then again, my swords are giving me money, so it's fine. I should have not fought that guy until after it flipped out, but I probably would have rather get the skill. So I have 6 left, eh?
Yep.
So I'll buy this ruby here for 6. I have 1 minus 1 Clank left, right?
Yep.
Didn't I take away 1 away?
You took 1 away,
So
yeah.
I put 1 there because this normally gives you 2 when you acquire it, 2 Clank, but it only gives me 1 because I have minus 2 Clank floating here. So that'll go in the deck. It just draws a card. It's also worth 6 victory points at the end of the game, so that's the deal with gems. Okay, so that's all my money spent. I have 2 other move that I came into.
No, you went into a crystal cave.
Crystal Cave, so it's done, yes.
So you were
you.
stuck.
That is correct. That was a gamble. Draw 2.
Okay, let's refill this. So we got the Queen of Hearts, which is good. If you have a crown, you gain a heart.
So
That's
crowns are here in
awesome.
the market. You have to purchase them to get that.
Okay, so we got another sneak, minus 2 Clank. Perfect timing. There's no
Damn, I'm
Clank
trying to
in
get rid of
there.
that one instead of buying it.
And a sapphire gem, which is going to cause a dragon attack. It gets to draw 2 cards, or draw a card and plus 2 Clank. So we are going to do a dragon attack, putting his 1 lonely cube that has sitting there. Okay, and he hasn't moved up. You didn't pick up an artifact, no?
Nope.
Okay, so he's sitting there. We get 3 of these.
Show me red cubes.
1, 2.
That's what I want to see. That pocket's working perfect.
Okay.
I really just drop them like in my pocket on my pants. Like I just drop them down on my lap every time.
Oh, ouch, exactly. Feel that. Okay, well,
Me and the dragon, we're friends.
let's see.
Friends.
Well, let's add some more Clank to the pile.
Well, I'm about to do that too a couple times.
Okay, so let's do, I have a move of 1. I have the key, so I will move along this path here. I will take the bottom one, which is going to give me 2 extra attack at some point if I need it. And I have 5 skill. Well, I think I want to buy this sneak. Yep, for 2. And I think I will buy an explorer for
Oh.
3, which is 5. Okay. Oops. A wand of wind. Teleport to an adjacent room or take a secret from an adjacent room.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, that's a good card.
All right, 2 stumbles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2 skill. And I don't have another companion in play to draw a card off my rebel soldier. So for the 2 skill, there's not much over there. Yeah. Let's just not buy anything. I will just fight the goblin for a gold.
Okay.
And that is me.
Okay. So let's do brilliance. And I get to shuffle my deck if I can't. If I go to draw and there's no more, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Yep,
I
yep.
draw 1, shuffle my deck, and then I get to draw 2 more. Just want to see all my options before I start. Okay, 1 and 2. Ugh. Okay, so plus another clank. Let's do a move, and I'll use the swords to prevent the two monsters. Oh my gosh, stand up. And I'll pick up this artifact.
The dragon's getting worse.
Okay.
Oh no.
Then I still have 5 swords left. So let's use 3 on this guy, getting 5. And then I have...
Agreed, Cohen, agreed. Not shuffling Aeon's End is like a genius.
I know, it's the best.
They're like geniuses who thought of that. Like, let's not have the shuffling happening. That's the one downside of deck building games. I don't like. I always have to sleeve them all like this game and get all glare everywhere.
Yeah.
Because like you got to keep the cards protected.
Yep. I will 2 to fight that guy over there for 1. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I'm just a little bit short.
You buy this and get some extra clank.
No. Well, I do have the -2 clank in there.
Oh, yep. But those cubes won't be sitting there when you draw it. That's what I've learned.
Let's just take this dude.
For 3?
Yeah, and then I won't do anything with the rest.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we got a sapphire gem, dragon attack.
Come on, man. I have the -2 clank ready.
And an overlord monster. So when it arrives, all players get +1 clank. So those will go in the bag now. Because it's...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because we do this and then like monsters
I think it's all fills, yeah.
So there's my one. Watch him put him in there. So when you when you defeat him, you get to draw 2 cards.
Alexis, I do not have a Mage Knight playthrough yet. I have Mage Knight on a table upstairs that I've played once through the playthrough of the walkthrough stuff, not on the channel. I'm trying to learn the game, spend some time with it. It's hard to find time to play that game in between other stuff, but I need to just take a couple days and just focus on that game because I do want to start playing that solo on the channel and eventually teach Mel. But I don't feel comfortable yet to teach it. I haven't even seen Fighting a City yet in it and stuff, and there's some advanced stuff in that game. I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Yeah, just it's coming. We'll get it. But I just got the game literally at the holidays, so I'm still a noob to it. But it's coming. How many? 4 cubes?
Yep. Whoop.
So 2 black, a yellow so far.
Yeah, not red, not red. One more is gonna be mine.
Yellow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And Faulty Toes is debating to get Lord of the Rings or Sword and Sorcery. Lord of the Rings, what exactly do you mean
which
for
Lord of the Rings?
Rings?
That's a broad IP. There's a lot. I'm assuming you're meaning Lord of the Rings Journeys of Middle Earth.
Oh, or Sword and Sorcery.
That's a tough one.
Ooh.
Lord of the Rings is definitely not as complicated and being app assisted. It's not so much of a brain burner and there's not as much fiddliness to it and not a ton of rules. It's a pretty easy game to get into and then you just start enjoying the game. Sword and Sorcery is like prep work. You got a 54-page rule book. There's so much AI and things to memorize and keep on top of as you're playing. It's like some bookkeeping. But
yes, he is talking about journeys. So
I love them both for different reasons. So it's tough.
I do too. Oh.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's very tough. Because both of those games are the type of games that once I start talking about them or see them, I want to play it.
Yeah, same.
So.
Yeah.
But I love them both. So Alexis saying...
Bernardo helped design the fan expansions for quests for Mage Knight.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sometime in the year 2024, when I've played all the content in Mage Knight that I want to get to, I will then reach out to you and play some fan-made stuff for it. But I'm obviously behind. Mage Knight's been out since like 2012 or something. And not helping. Yeah, I'm sorry, Faulty Joe. I'm sorry. I don't know your taste fully, and I don't know what's in your collection. I don't know your budget. I don't know... FFG is known to release lots of expansions for things, so to get the full experience, you got to keep buying stuff. The other thing is with Sword and Sorcery, it's not like there's a base set at retail, but it only comes with like 7 quests in the book and 5 heroes. But then the beauty of that game, there's also expansions to have side quests and stuff that we're not even into yet. We're about to get into that in our playthrough. And then there's a whole Act 2, which is another bunch of quests. Tons of hours in both games. Tons of hours.
There's more hours in Sword and Sorcery. Because the quests, I
But that's the
felt.
thing. FFG is going to keep adding to it. Same with Sword and Sorcery. They
Yeah.
just did a Kickstarter last year. They're going to have a whole second wave of stuff coming out, a new standalone box.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to wait for that. I don't know, but they're both you would have to buy their core sets to get in. The Lord of the Rings, Journeys to Middle Earth core set's more expensive because you have to figure in the app price into that. The app is free, but obviously they're charging more for that box of plastic and cardboard because they had to pay an app development team. Sword and Sorcery is like, I think you get it for like 60 something ish Canadian US, somewhere around there, and you just get the base set and you can try that. It's not, you can always sell either one if you're not into them, but Lord of the Rings is more of a buy-in. Plus Lord of the Rings only comes with one adventure. That's like, I don't know how many scenarios it could be between, but I'm going to roughly say like anywhere between like, if you lose, obviously you could fail out, but anywhere between like 8 and 14 scenarios, something like that. And some of them only take like an hour. Some take 90
Yeah.
minutes, some take 2 hours. And you're done. Then you got to buy a downloadable content to get the next adventure. So you're already in more money into it. So Lord of the Rings is like, I feel like more for the hours, but Sword and Sorcery, people complain there's not enough content in that base box. And that you have to spend all this extra money on expansions to get more.
And Sword and Sorcery is also a lot more complicated.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, the
So,
rulebooks, yeah, it's definitely a heavier,
It
weightier game.
depends on type
for
of games
sure.
that you like to play, and maybe if you're playing with someone else.
Lord of the Rings is supposed to be 15 scenarios, but Buell, you could fail on some and stretch it. You could.
There's like branching paths.
There's
I
branching
think.
paths where you could end early. If you just fail certain ones, you don't get to see other story stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
But I've heard them say there's like a window. I think I don't think
Yeah.
it's always 15 when you play through.
And then you had a question there. Randy wants to know, how do you find time to play all these games?
I do this YouTube stuff full time now, and Mel's doing this in her evening after work, so that's
Yeah.
why she only plays on some videos because she has a full time job
Yeah.
outside of this, obviously.
But I try to play as much as I can with you.
Yeah, but yes, we appreciate Mel's time, and I appreciate Mel for allowing me the ability to do this full time, and thank you to our Patreon backers who support us to help me keep doing this full time too. So that little bit, just that little bit, can help keep it going. Like I saved up a bunch of money for a few years, lived really frugal. I had a job working from home, so I was used to spending lots in transportation costs. So when I started working from home, I took all that extra money and started investing, and saving, because I knew I wanted to try this YouTube thing for a while. So I took a 1 year off, like mini retirement from work to try this out. It's been like 6 months or something ish, 7, 8 months now maybe. So it's working, and I figured if I can grow the channel big enough and revenue comes in enough, I can keep doing this and keep growing the channel. But we'll see. But I can do it longer than a year now, thanks to everyone's support and how things are working out, and companies helping us by sending us review copies of games and stuff help out too.
Yeah, it's all very helpful.
Yes, everything helps keep this going, but we'll see. We'll see how long it goes for. If not, I go back to doing it just part time, where I sometimes don't post a video for a month and get in trouble by everybody. But yeah, sometimes real life comes in the way. But
Yep.
that's what I'm doing right now. It's like a mini experiment, retirement kind of career changing thing. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But thank you everyone for being here and watching. I appreciate it.
Yes.
You guys keep me going. You keep me sane.
And these live chats, or not live chats,
Yeah.
like the live streams are so fun. It makes you just want to keep doing
It wasn't planned on taking it off to do live streams all the time. It was taken off so I could get all the time I needed to edit and prep and schedule and learn games and get new games up in my brain to be able to play. But this live streaming stuff has just become awesome and fun. And,
Yeah.
and it's like saved me from doing editing because I'm playing live, right? I
Yeah.
obviously don't need to edit it. I could edit it after and everything, but it's all,
But it gives you more time to play.
exactly.
So-
And learn the games and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And then hanging out with everyone in the evenings is just so fun for me. So
Yeah, Mel loves this. It's awesome. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are here and love chatting with us and stuff. It's fun.
it's
But,
this or
yes.
binge watch TV on the couch, right? So this is
Netflix and
fun.
chill.
Yeah.
This is way cooler.
fun,
This is
so-
way cooler.
Okay.
So I think it's my turn.
I think so, because I don't have my cards in my hand. So.
Okay. So I could draw a card off this ruby. I could replace a card in the row.
I say it's very cool. You get to do this full time. It is cool. I think it's cool that this is what he does too.
Yeah. It's fun. It's stressful though. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was going to be like, I felt guilty at first doing it because I'm like, I'm playing board games all day. No, this is like, I stress out just as much. I lose sleep just as much as I did in a career. I put in more hours into it with way less financial return. It's a gamble, but I always see people who do career changes and stuff. Sometimes you just got to jump in both feet and take the risks. And you know, if you're always scared, like, I won't take a course to learn something new because it costs so much and I have to take, you know, my evenings or take work off to do it. If you don't do that, you'll never learn anything new and improve and change. And I always want to learn new things. So yeah, whenever your hobby becomes work, it does suck some fun out of it. That exactly,
Yeah.
girly gamer, you've worded it exactly. That's how I would say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do stress out. I sometimes become a perfectionist and I try to like not be that way. And I stress out when I get like, you'll see it in videos where I mess up one rule and someone points it out and it just throws me right off. And then I'm like, no, I've messed it up. I made a bad video. Like, yeah, I gotta just have fun with it too. That's other balance. It's, yeah. Anyways, okay, back to the game. So I played the Ruby Drew card. I don't know if I want to place something in there. Do I have enough to buy that teleporting wind wand wind thingy?
6.
6? Yes, I do. Thanks to that card draw.
Of course you do.
I will
You want
purchase it. Yes, the wand of wind.
Okay.
Do I want to replace anything that you want to buy? Is there anything there you want to buy?
I'm not saying it out loud. Yeah, I want to buy this.
Oh, okay. Wait, there's other ones already there, so replacing that's pointless. Yeah, leaving all those there is kind of funny.
While you're thinking about that, Dragon says he's doing both. He's watching us and Hulu at the same time.
Awesome.
Watching something good, I hope.
Solo games, I will restart the game if I miss a rule.
I guess, yeah.
I
it
have
depends.
done that. Never on stream, but I have done that when I'm like learning a game. If I'm like playing the game midway through and I feel like something's wrong and I kind of look it up and I'm like, oh, I've been playing this completely wrong.
Yeah.
I just clear the table and like, let's start over.
Yeah, we've also taken.
Watching Hackers, the
that's the
1995
movie.
movie.
You were just talking about this movie, weren't you? Is that the one?
Maybe, yeah. I love that movie. I've seen it like 30 times. Mostly in the 90s, but I have watched it later at the fun. Yes.
Is that not the Sandra Bullock
Dragons.
one?
No.
Oh,
That's
what's
that's
that?
one I watched recently for the funny old school technology in it.
Yeah, what's that one?
is The Net.
Oh, The Net. Okay.
Yes, Angelina Jolie's
Oh,
in
yes,
that.
yes. Okay, okay. I know that one.
That movie is super hilarious. Go watch that if you haven't. It's so funny. Like all the old, like even back in the 90s, that movie was cheesy.
Okay.
And now you look back and it's like even worse, but it's cool cheesy. Like it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I said Sandra Bullock because I was thinking of the
Oh,
wrong, I was
yes,
thinking
yes,
of the
yes.
wrong movie.
You're
when
thinking of
saying
The
no.
Net. I love the reference to the 28 baud modem.
I don't even know what that is.
It's basically like half as good as a 56K modem, basically.
Oh, okay, sure.
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
I got it. That one I know.
or 33.3. Like, I had that, and it's like, what's the difference between a 28.8?
We're losing people. We're losing people.
We're losing everybody? Oh, all right. You weren't IT geeks in the 90s? Buell says, I love Hackers. I'm going to have to pull out my DVD and watch it.
VHS tape?
No. Halt and Catch Fire is a great show for retro tech. I have heard that. I've actually heard I watched the first episode of that, actually. A guy I used to work with told me to watch that show.
Okay.
But I can't watch some of these because like Mel's not into IT
I don't
at
get
all.
it, but I
so
still
it's like,
watch.
Yeah, it's not funny.
Whatever.
Back when you heard your computer connect to the internet, yeah, and your mom is yelling at you because you're tying up the phone line. Yeah, those good old days.
I remember those days.
Good old days. Okay, so I will get rid of this card and replace it. We get a cave troll who we ignore the dragon. You can only fight him in the depths. When you defeat him, you get 3 gold and draw 2 cards.
Okay. Cohen also has a background in IT. Working in customer service now. Oh, I feel sorry for you.
Oh yeah. Well, I spent many years in customer service.
We did as well.
Yeah. I have movement also. I have minus Clank, of course, when I don't need it.
Yep,
That's how that always works.
That's good because you stole that from me and you don't even need it.
Actually, oh shoot.
What?
I didn't see this guy. I'll just fight him for 2
Okay.
to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Oh, I draw 2 more cards.
Oh, lucky you.
Okay, let's get this sorted out here.
Yeah, what did you actually do?
Okay, so we don't care about the 2 card draw. It doesn't do anything beyond that. Of course, I didn't draw in anymore. Get me Clank.
How much money? You spend 6 money.
Yeah, I spend 6. I got 2 more.
Okay, and you got 2 more swords because you already spent.
Yeah, 2 more
Spend 2.
swords. Let me fight the goblin for 1 gold.
Okay.
And I haven't moved anything yet, and I have 5.
You just stay there. It's fine.
5 move, you say? So I'll go through here, take a damage. Probably should use swords for that. That would be the smarter thing. Whatever. All right. So that's 1. I can move 5. 4 more move. It's only 2. But I will do it, I think. 1, 2. I'll go in here and draw dragon egg.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. And forfeit the rest of my movement. And done.
You're good?
Yep.
Okay, so we got Boots of Swiftness that give us
Whoa.
3 boots, and when we acquire it, we get an additional move.
Wow.
That is pretty juicy
That is
for
a good one.
5. And then we got a Watcher, a monster. When he arrives, all players get +1 Clank. Okay, and when we defeat him, we get 3, and all other players get +1 Clank. Like it. Okay, let's see what I got going on here. So I got 3 move, 2 swords, and 5 money. So, do I have any? Oh, -2 Clank. Ooh, -2 Clank.
Hack the
you
planet.
say.
Hack
Minus
the
2
planet.
Clank. So, -1 Clank. So take that back. I still have 1 more minus if something makes me put it in. Let's go. Yeah. Let's use, I'm only going to use 1 movement point this turn. I'm going to go here. And,
Ooh,
ooh,
a chalice.
I like it.
7 victory points.
I like it. Okay. So that was my movement. It's done. I am going to, oh, that sounds good though too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to defeat the cave troll. I'm deep in,
Yep,
so that's
in the
fine.
depths,
I have 2, and I'm going to trade in those 2 as well for all 4. So I'm going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to get to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. All right. So now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 money. 7 money. And you took the Queen of Hearts, didn't you?
No, I threw it in the discard pile for fun because I knew you'd want it.
Okay. I don't need the movement now, but I'm taking the Boots of Swiftness because you're going to go for that, I know.
Me? Never.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my hand, seeing my skill points.
So I'm going to take that. And I can't use the boot that I acquire.
All right.
That's fine. All right, so we got Underworld Dwelling. So it's 1, you get 1.
One gold when
or
you play it.
spend 7 to take 2
7
secret
gold.
tomes.
7 gold.
Sorry, 7 gold, yeah. Oh my gosh. And then Tunnel Guide is a companion. And he just gives you a boot and a sword.
Okay. I will draw a card with my ruby. I get the bracers, so I'll draw 2 more cards. I drew into a stumble and a move silently, so that's kind of good. Let's move silently to get rid of 1 Clank, and when I stumble, it cancels out that 1, so I use up my minus. 2 burgles. Oh, another -2 Clank.
Oh.
Okay. And gems cost 2 less this turn. And then I have the Master Burglar, so we can trash a burglar in my play area. Or my discard pile, which I'm a discard pile, but 2.
Just while you're thinking about that, Randy's asking, have we played Clank Legacy? And if you did, what do you think?
Nope, Randy, we have not yet.
We have that coming.
We have it. Thanks to everyone who helped us get that. That will be coming up on the channel after we finish our Aeons and Legacy playthrough. We'll start into doing that playthrough.
Yeah.
Which follow us on the social media links down in the description below, where we'll start letting everyone know when that's coming. Or just subscribe to the channel.
Yep.
Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. You get notified when all the videos go up or when we go live, so you do not miss that stuff in the future.
But it is definitely
Yes,
coming.
we will be playing through that whole thing all the way through.
So we can't really answer your question. Do we need to play regular Clank before we play Legacy?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I haven't even looked at the rule book yet to know. I remember Pandemic Legacy kind of says that you should play a couple games of Pandemic, just like the first game or whatever before you start getting into it. So I don't know if Clank's like that.
Okay, but Dragon says you don't need to play Clank first. Legacy will.
Yes, good
step you
Legacy
through
games
it,
will
so-
walk you through it. Just like Aeon's End is very good for walking people into Aeon's End. You don't need to play Aeon's End before playing that Legacy game. So some Legacy games do it, some games don't.
Okay, and Girly Gamer is going to step out for a lunch meeting. Hopefully, we'll get back before the end. Hopefully, we'll see you soon.
Awesome.
If we
Yes,
don't, we'll
thank
be
you for
playing
being
again
here.
all weekend.
Yes, many streams.
Yes,
streams
lots
coming.
of streams this weekend coming.
Trash a burgle in your play area discard pile. I think that happens when I play this. So I don't think I have this 2 yet. So if I have 4, -2 for gems. Oh yeah, -2 Clank, so I can prevent the Clank by taking 1.
Yeah, that's exactly how that works.
No, but yeah. So For 4, I'll just take this one.
Dragon says when they get back, we'll be on the second side. I'm playing
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
second side.
Level 2. All right, so I'll play this one, Trash a Burgle. So out of the deck.
Okay.
I have 2 more. I don't really want to buy that guy. I don't really want to buy those guys. And 2 movement. So I'll go 1 and get this. Jealous.
Okay.
And I'll go 1 more. Yep. I'll go 1 more and take a damage.
Yeah, take a damage.
But then I'll spend this 2 heal thing to get rid of 2 before I forget I even have it. I take this, my first artifact, which wakes up the dragon. So now it's at the worst it can be. I've never seen that since we pulled it off the shelf in the last couple days. I have 2 more. Is there another? Yes, there is another gem, but I could get 2 Clank for that.
You have 2 more?
Yeah, because I played this after the trash. So,
none of them are 2.
Yeah, but gems cost 2 less this turn.
Oh, okay.
So is it worth the Clank? Maybe. Yeah, let's risk it. Let's risk it. And it's worth victory points too, right? So.
Yep.
All right. And that's my move. I could move 1 more, but then I get monster biting me, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
And we draw. All right.
You're good?
Yep.
All right, so we got to move silently.
Ooh,
another
one. I
minus
didn't know
2
there's more in the
Clank.
deck.
That's nice. And then we got a lucky coin, so it is +1 Clank, and you get to draw a card. Okay. And now me.
But you're flipping the coin, so it makes just a little bit of Clank.
All right.
And you're drawing the card.
Oh, that's annoying. Do I have anything? No. That sucks.
Yeah,
Well, I guess I
sometimes
could
in this game you
go-
just draw hands and you're like,
No,
nothing.
that's okay. I just wanted to take the easy road, but okay, so we're going to move. I wanted to go that way, but I don't have 2 feet. This is going to give me 2 coins, or 2 gold. I'll train that in for a 5 in a second. If I have an artifact, which I do, it's going to give me 2 skill. My pickaxe is going to also give me 2, so I'm going to take a 5 and put back 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then I have, so for skill, I have 2, 4, 5, 6. 6.
You can take that. It's 5, and you get 2 Clank and draw a card.
I know, because my minus Clank is coming,
Clank,
but
Clank,
it's going to
Clank,
make this
Clank,
dragon
Clank.
eat me. Okay, so I'm going to take this move silently
Yeah, seems good.
for 3. What did I say? I have 2, 4, 6. So I have 3 more. Let's take this tunnel guide. I have some champion stuff in my deck happening,
Yeah, I
so
should've
let's
grabbed
take
this.
that. And that's fine. Then for fighting, I think I'm going to fight this guy, and I will get 3 when I defeat him. So I'll take a 5 and put back 2. 1, 2.
And all other players.
And all other players get +1 Clank. So you can
Nice.
put some Clank in there.
Okay.
And I think that's me.
All right.
So let's fill this up for you. So we got a treasure map, which just does
Ooh,
5
5 gold, for
which
6
is great.
skill.
We got a dead run, so +2 Clank. You don't have to stop in Crystal Caves this turn.
Skipping Crystal Caves but making noise.
Oh, that's good. Or we got a flying carpet. This turn, ignore monsters and tunnels, and you don't have to stop in Crystal Caves.
Wow.
Well, at least you can't buy all those things, so that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so +1 Clank for the stumble. I don't have companions. 4 money, 1 movement. I'll use a sword to block the damage. And for 4, I think I take the dead run. Yep.
That's a good card.
And that is me.
Okay, so we are going to get a singing sword. This is going to cause a dragon attack.
Oh no!
And it's going to add +1 Clank if you take that one.
Nice. 3
Okay, so dragon
money.
attack.
and
Let's add
2
all
attack.
these yellow to the bag. What's that?
That's just probably not,
Pushed?
yeah,
Okay.
probably didn't get swiped up there.
Let's just kind of, you can see those yellows in there. There's a lot in there.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
was
so we're
slow, as
gonna
you can
draw
see in the deck.
5. So,
3.
and 2 more. Yes, that was a good pull. You can do the next one if you want.
Right.
Okay, so
Your
me.
turn.
So +1 Clank. All right, nothing good really in this hand going on, but I got to move now. So let's do, I have 2 move. And let's use, okay. So let's move, and I will block the 2 monster hits with the 2 swords. I will then now recover 1. Okay, that was 1 movement. And I'm stuck there. So that's fine.
Okay.
And then we have 3. Doesn't let me buy any of that juicy stuff. That's all. I'm not gonna buy anything.
Okay.
Oops. 5.
Okay.
Better stop buying market cards. Dragon's gonna get you.
Yeah. So I will, no Clank here. 2 move. So I'll move 1. Pick up this token. An extra boot for later. Can't use it now as I'm in a crystal cave. But I can teleport to an adjacent room. Which I will teleport to here.
Oh my god.
And I have 2 swords. 2 swords. Let's just go after this guy for gold.
Okay.
Keep fighting the goblin. I could replace a card in the pile. I'll replace treasure map with MonkeyBot 3000. Plus 3 Clank, but you can draw 3 cards. Worth the victory point at the end of the game.
And we ignored
Yep,
the
ignore the dragon.
dragon.
And I have 4 skill. Didn't draw into something really there I
Just
wanted.
these 2 are 1s. All these are 5 and 6.
Yeah. Huh. No, I will just not buy. I'll buy an Explorer, I think. Yeah, let's just buy an Explorer. And that is me.
Okay. I'm going to start with Brilliance, letting me draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I will play my Sneak, which will give me -2 Clank. I only have 1, so I have 1 more minus if anything makes me... he's not... This guy's not going to give me anything because I do not have any more champions. This sucks, but that's okay. So that's money, money. Money. We'll put all those like that. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement I can do and 3 swords if I need to block. So let's do some 5 movement. Let's do, this is 2. 3, I will block with the sword. You have 5. So it's 3. I'll go this way for 4 using my key, and then up here for 5. And +2 swords. Okay. There's nobody to fight there, so let's just use the other 2 to fight him, getting 1. Then I have 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. I think I would like the flying carpet. Yeah. And that is my turn. Pickaxe, another one.
Nice. Okay. So I had a couple move. I have 6 total skill and 2 swords. let's go. We got 4 left. Dragon's gonna pull.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can't. I'll move 2 up to here. Heal 1. And for 6. There's 1 short every time.
One short from what?
Anything like mixing 2 cards together, buying a tome.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, let's just not buy anything. And draw 5. Go ahead.
Okay. This is not the best turn for me. Nothing has anything written on the bottom. Oop, oop, oop.
Actually, sorry. I'll buy this gem. Because I
Sure.
don't get the... Oh, I get the Clank right now. Yeah, that's a risk. But
Yeah.
So here. You get the Bracers of Agility.
Okay. Which I think is fine. All right. So I only have 1 movement. And unless I want to go backwards, I'm... Oh, actually, I'm not stuck. I thought I was stuck. Let's go here. And I will use my 2 swords to prevent the damage with my boots. 4. Can only buy a pickaxe, and I don't think I'm interested in that. Victory points. I'll be mad at myself if I lose by 2. No, we're not buying anything for 4. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'll stumble.
Yes.
Let's do a dead run plus 2 Clank. I don't have to stop in Crystal Caves. Let's do 1, take a damage. 5 skill this turn. Let's go another move. Plus a boot from this little jug of boot potion here. Go up there. I'll use another jug of boot potion. Go here. And let's trash a burgle, which I don't. Oh, my discard pile. That's what it was. Where are you? Burgle, get out. Not that it matters. So I have 7 money. Oh, I guess that's a tome. And Wand of Wind. Transport to an adjacent room. I assume you can do that. Otherwise, I would just reverse transporting in a boot or whatever.
Yep.
In a moat.
And you get 20 victory
So I get
points
20
there.
little coins, and I'm the first one out, so I go to here. So the timer is now on for you.
Yeah. We get lots of boots here.
So, boom. I'm good.
Okay.
See what you can
So
do.
me.
I just didn't want to risk him drawing
I know.
so many cubes. I knew as Clank's going to come. I only have so many left in my pool. He could just draw a hand of, like, he just needs 4 out of the 5 to hit me, and I'm done. Like, I didn't want to risk that.
All right. Plus 1 Clank.
Yes.
Minus 2 Clank. Minus 2 more Clank. Okay. So then we just got some boots.
Oh,
Lots of boots. So I think I'd like to go here, and I will trade in these 2 swords so I don't get attacked.
Yep.
At the market, I will spend 7, so give that for over there. I will buy a crown. Buy a crown. Do I want to buy something else? I can buy multiple things, right?
I think so, yeah. We can just go nuts, yeah.
Okay. I will buy 1 more crown because it'll be worth more than the 7.
Yeah, exactly. And the second one, too, is worth 8, so, or the third one's an 8, so.
Yeah.
Definitely makes sense.
So then I will buy for 7. So I'll buy all 3.
Yep.
Okay. So it was only 1 move to get in there. So how did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I spent 1. So then I will move for 2 using my key, getting another. What is that called?
Chalice, I think?
Chalice. Yes.
Randy's asking if you've ever attended Breakout in Toronto. Yes, a couple of years ago.
2 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago we went to Breakout Con. Yeah. Yeah, 2 years in a row I think we went. And we went before it was even at like the Sheraton, I think, whereas they host it now. Or at least where they did 2 years ago. But we went to it before then even, when it was called something different. But yeah, basically I went there for Game of Thrones, the card game, national championships, Canadian Nationals. I went there to like stream from there and stuff. But yeah, we've been there.
Okay, so 2 I've used. And then we're going to do 3, 4. Let's do the top one. Yes, I will do that now. So I heal 1. I think it is now. Okay, and I have 1 more. So let's go here, and I will take the 2 damage. Okay, so I'm on the other side, but let's see if I can actually get out. Okay, so I'll give you this because these got to go in.
Yeah,
I think they do, and they just come out
yeah, they're
as
just like black cubes.
4, 5. Okay,
Yeah,
no red,
so all
no red.
this is gone. Yeah, so I don't count anymore like that. So I move over. Dragon attacks for 6 cubes because +1 from here. Oh, I drew too many. I think. That's 1 more. So 2 for you.
Okay.
Just whatever.
I think I'm good here.
Oh yeah, you definitely got this.
Well, I don't know that I'm going to get the points because you might have more points than me, but...
No, I don't think so.
Did I even spend my money?
I don't know, but you can just keep
2,
going.
3, 4, 5. Oh, I only would have had
4.
6. 6, because that's my 5 cards. That was on the top.
How 6?
5. I don't know, sorry.
You can buy something.
No. I would only buy something if it was the 7, I think.
Well, if you bought this for like 5, it's still 2 victory points in your deck.
No, let's say I bought this one then. Because
Okay.
that's 2 victory points too. Okay.
Teleporter.
Okay, so let's draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So we got a champion. So this champion will let me draw a card. There's another champion. Lots of swords. No guys to fight. And 4 boots. Okay. So we're going to use 1 boot here. I get to draw 3 cards. 1, 2,
Very nice.
3. Oh, I can ignore tunnels and
crystal
caves with that too.
Very nice. You can probably get out on this turn.
Yeah, I think I might be able to. Okay. So I use 1 boot. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I can collect then, if I can ignore the... Do I ignore it the whole turn?
I don't know. What's it say?
This turn, ignore monsters in tunnels, and you don't have to stop in crystal caves.
Very
so
nice.
the whole turn with the flying carpet. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I've done 1. So if I did... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not worth it, I don't think. 1, 2, 3. I could get out. But let me just see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll buy a tome, for 7. I will fight the monster 1, 2, 3, 4 times for money, just in case it comes down to. And what? 2, 3, 4.
Oh, gold
5,
on the pickaxe,
6,
they're saying.
7. Oh,
Somewhere in there.
yep. Thank you. I think that was it because I was looking at them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Dragons,
Got it.
right, 2 extra gold on pickaxe. Yeah.
Got it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could buy something for 1.
Lucky
That'll give
coin
me,
for a victory
yeah,
point.
let's just do that for a victory point at the end. So that's that. And then I'll use, so I have 6 movement. I've used 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5.
Boom. And you get this
And
too.
I get that. Okay.
Yeah, see, if you just look at like right here, like you can see you like probably tripled my victory points there. And then like the only thing is I might have like some gems, like maybe 2 gems more than you have or something. But yeah, I can just tell like
You think?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see. Like we'll calculate it out. But like that's the problem. Like I'm sitting here and I could keep going in the dungeon, but my health was up too high.
Yeah.
And I debated going to the market to getting a backpack, to getting another, like maybe another 10 or maybe a 15 if I'm lucky. But with all the crystal caves and stuff, I can't guarantee that my teleporting will come up at the right time. So I could just get stuck. And then at some point you just do a whole bunch of move, which I've been seeing you getting lots of movement. So I knew you could maybe do the same thing and jet while I'm down here.
Yeah.
So I was afraid of getting stuck in there and then I just die.
Yeah, because that's the problem. Like I like to have a lot of movement options in my deck,
Yeah.
so that if I do go deep down here, once someone starts to make their way up, I can easily come back up before
exactly.
I die.
And that's the problem with this game. I don't know like
The balance.
Yeah, I still haven't figured that out. But anyways, let's add it up and see what happens. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a calculator here.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Okay. Oh, are you putting something on? Oh, okay.
I will just use my phone.
Yeah. Okay.
So I forget it's just artifacts, then your tokens, then your gold, then points in your deck.
Oh, sorry. Artifacts, then.
Artifacts, all your other
so I did
tokens.
that first. Okay, then this. So 14 plus.
Gold. So I have 5, 6, 7 gold. I think, yeah. And then, yeah, in the deck.
Yeah, because that's the hard part. It's hard to watch what you're putting in your deck, so I have no idea.
What did I do there? Oh, yeah, 7 for the gold. Plus 3, 5, 12, 17, 18, 20, 21, 27, 29, 33, 37, 109.
127.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was close still.
Not really. That's like really far. Because that's like, yeah, multiple these tokens. And
Yeah, but if
stuff.
I didn't get out and didn't get this 20,
So? Oh, I would have won by 2 points?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean. Like,
Maybe. Yeah, true. I don't know. Yeah, I tried different this time. I tried to go for all gems. I've never done that before. When I saw that card that got -2 on the gems, I was hoping that would hit more often, but then gems did come. But then it's like, I look over at tons of Clank already, and it's like, where's my -2 Clank cards? And they didn't hit. Lots of luck in this game, I find, too.
yeah.
It's like if your deck doesn't give you the cards when you need them, then it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting greedy, that's for sure. But when I looked down and only had 4 left, and he's going at 5, like, and I know my cubes haven't been coming out.
Yeah.
All the damage I got was from me walking through monsters. And I couldn't get it. I should have left that queen there so I could get it.
Oh, I wanted that
would've
so
got it, I
bad.
think. I know, if you can get a heal, like,
yeah.
yeah, that's why I debated going down here, but then you were already going there. So I was like, I'm not going to go down and try to get these hearts. This one I'll go over here and get it, but... Yeah, like, see, I would just be drawing more cubes.
But put them out. What was left in there? Like, what was the ratios here? Oh, yeah, you had way more cubes in there
All
than
it takes
me.
is an unlucky,
I was getting
like...
panicked for no reason.
Yeah, it takes an unlucky draw, and boom, I could have been just one-shotted down here and get 0 points. Like,
Yeah.
that's where I took that. I was just like, I'm going to rush it, and maybe we draw. But, like, yeah, you wouldn't even
I wouldn't even died.
You wouldn't even died. So that's the gamble. Like, I guess I could have counted, like, how many red cubes are here, how many are there, and kind of make an educated guess. But yeah, I already knew I had so many in there, so it's not all going to be you that are going to come out. So
no,
yep.
but you just never know, right? You can just keep putting them in the bag. And you don't actually know how many's in there.
That's what's fun. Yeah,
you
if
get nervous.
Don't pay attention to it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, this game is like, man, it's I don't know. Like, I've crushed it sometimes by just like, yeah, you get in here, you get a backpack, you grab a couple, but it's like getting lucky flips on these question marks, like all the different little major and minor secrets. I find that just totally changes the game. Like, sometimes you get lucky on them, and sometimes you get ones that are like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't need that.
But sometimes you have the same player gets all 3 chalices. Like, I've seen that, and it's like, oh, gross. 21 points just because you got lucky and flipped.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's Clank. Looking forward to playing Legacy, that's for sure. So yeah, out of curiosity, since Mel hasn't seen it.
Well, I maybe have, but I just don't remember.
So here's the other side of the board in the base game.
I
And
do
every
remember
expansion for
this.
this that I've looking at, there's ones underwater ones and desert ones. Like they all have two-sided boards. Ryan says, take a look at the other side at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the other side. So see the red, it like warns you, like don't play on this if you're a beginner. Look, right when you get into it, it's like crystal caves blocking you up here, monsters right away. The market's all spread out.
I like this board.
Yeah.
Yes. This would change my whole... There's a market over here.
Yep, they're all over the place.
This would change my
Look
whole...
at only one spot to heal, and it's a crystal cave. Like, this is not the, like, easy mode. This is, like, harsh.
So what you're saying is we should play this?
Yeah, this is the way we should play going forward, but, yeah. Anything different dragon-wise? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Huh. Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
different.
we would definitely try this.
But all the expansions you get for this are like brand new decks of cards. Like there's the Sunken Treasures, like underwater one. I've had that on my wish list for a long time. Just never bought it because we don't play Clank enough. I feel that I'm like, oh, I'm so bored of Clank. I need to get an expansion. But I wanted it because there's this whole underwater aspect, and you got to find like breathing apparatus or whatever to get under the water. And it has a two-sided board too. I'm pretty sure. Try to get a 4-player game. Sometimes it's amazing. We have played this 4-player.
Yeah, but you had to take it.
Yeah, we had a video on the channel. We played it probably like 4 years ago. We played it with, I think, like Justin and Kyle or someone on the channel. And we goofed up a rule in it, and I didn't realize. And the video stayed up for a while, and people were like, nobody was saying anything. I didn't realize. But in that game, we missed the rule of when someone's knocked out, they also go up here and start triggering the end of the game. So what happened, the dragon took out like Kyle, took out Justin, even took out Mel, and they died and had nothing. They died in the dungeon. So like literally had 0 points. Or they died up here. They just got killed by the dragon. And we kept forgetting that one of them's the first one should have started at the end of the game. So it literally got down to me left, and I just kept playing a few turns and getting points, and then left the dungeon and just crushed it. But we didn't realize that when you die, you also trigger the end of the game. We thought it was only when someone left the dungeon they triggered the end of the game. So when I realized that was on YouTube with that incorrectly, yeah, I didn't want to be teaching people that way, so I just took it down, got rid of it. But,
yeah, but we definitely can get a 4-player one.
Yeah, we can play 4-player with people, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it is awesome playing 4-player. I like it better than 2-player for sure.
Yeah.
It's just more chaos. But it's still cool that you can play this 2-player.
Yeah.
I like that that's an option, and I like that it has solo, which I will highlight next week. I'm going to do a solo stream of this. I'll schedule that. But yeah, I played it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool considering. Yeah, I'll just get a way to get the app on the screen, and then we're good to go. Yeah, expansions are more cards in different boards. Each expansion is essentially 2 new boards. I have all the expansions, so 10 different boards.
Wow.
Is that just for like Fantasy Clank? There's 10 different boards, or is that Clank in Space also?
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know Clank was like a big seller, and they just kept pumping out expansions, and I'm like, man, I want to get them all, but then that whole thing of like, I could spend money on expansions or buy a whole new game.
I know, that's the hard part.
It's like I'm not playing Clank enough that I'm bored of it and I need to spice it up. Just fantasy. What the heck?
Wow.
When you get Legacy, you do get need to do a 4-player of that.
Oh. I don't know that.
I don't know if we'll be able to.
Because we can't get 4 people that often.
It would be a very slow playthrough. Like, it would probably take us a few months if that's okay with everybody. I mean, we can do that. I'm sure Nick and Ashley would like that one.
Yeah, but again,
but it would be like
sometimes we only play with them once a month.
It would be like it'd be like our Scythe, where we get them on a Saturday and we just play through like 3 episodes on video or like a live stream, or we record it and then just release them later.
Yeah, Dragon did 2 players and it was fine. 2 players.
Yeah, how was it 2-player Dragon?
Yeah. Continue with another game.
Continue with another game at Neon's End Legacy.
When? Like right now? Is what he's saying.
Get out of here.
Oh my god. If I was off tomorrow, sure.
Yeah, no, not right now. Not right now. Oh man. I played Spirit Island all afternoon, Cohen. You know that. My brain's already fried. But yeah.
Yes, now. That's funny. If I didn't work tomorrow,
If that wasn't working, like, why not? But then we're going to set that up. Like, man, that'll take forever.
No, I think that'd be fast.
Before we start playing, maybe like half hour.
Yeah.
We're on game 4 or 5
with 2.
And it's fantastic.
Okay, yeah, we'll do 2.
I
Because then
think
we
so.
can keep it up
We'll
with the
see
regular...
where we're at. If Nick and Ashley or Justin and Kyle are like, yeah, we will come for a weekly thing to play it, or a whole weekend where we just bang it out, like, or 2 weekends and bang it out.
Yeah.
Then we'll do it. But we'll wait when we're like done Aeon's End Legacy. I'll get the feelers out and see who wants to do what. Because we also... Kevin's asking if can you solo Clank Legacy? I don't know. Does anyone know? I would assume you can if people are saying you can play co-op, but I thought it's a competitive game. Clank Legacy 2-player works fine. We finished a couple weeks ago. Okay.
Okay.
And no solo on Legacy, says Dragon. Justin seems to get over more. Even 3 players with him would be cool to see. Okay.
Yeah, he does come over more.
Yeah, it's just the problem he moved further away.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why we've seen him lately. Like, he's been good coming lately, but then he'll just not be around for like a couple months because of work or stuff. Like, yeah, it just sometimes doesn't work out.
He's irregular. He'll come a lot and then he won't come for a while and then he'll come back for a lot.
Yeah. But he does love binge sessions on the weekend where we just play. So we'll see him Friday night, tomorrow night. He's coming over and staying over the night. So we're going to be playing Dark Souls tomorrow with him and Kyle. And then the next day he wakes up and we'll set up Too Many Bones and we'll do that all day.
Yep.
Hopefully it's not a mess. There's some competitive things in Legacy. Yeah, because Clank is a competitive game by nature. So lock him in the basement. Problem solved. Yeah. Here, Justin, sit down at this table. And Rob, why are you putting a cuff around my leg and like a ball and chain? Lock him in.
Send him food.
Yeah, we thought about trying to get Justin to move in here and live in the basement. So it's like, wake up, we need to play a game. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully he moves closer again. He used to live like in the same city. He used to live down the street from us for a while. And he used to come over like multiple nights during the week and we just play like back-to-back nights. Like, oh, I miss those days. Anyways, all right. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much. That was fun.
So this one was voted on by the patrons,
yes,
right?
Patrons
so
picked this
that was a
Clank
great
play this week.
That was a great poll.
The next poll is up. Yeah, FaceTime play. I thought of that, but it's like, I don't know. Be a little awkward. I could do it. Like, we could Skype him in, have a little picture in the corner, and we move all the pieces for him and stuff. But then, like...
It's not as fun.
Yeah, on a game where it's like a hand of cards is needed, like, we gotta, like, hold it up to the camera, and there could be a delay and everything, and then you're trying to, like, work through the technology, and what if his network drops or anything like that? It's like, hold on, we gotta wait for Justin to connect back again to take his turn. One sec, everybody.
I know it's hard because we would love to do 4 and 5 or 3 and 4 players in a lot of the games, but it's the relying on other people, right?
Yeah. Some like real life just gets in the way. It's hard to schedule time with everybody and consistently. That's the problem with campaign games is like trying to get everyone to play often. Like it took us like a year to play Pandemic Legacy Season 1.
Yeah.
Like it was a year to play with the same couple. We both have kids. It just was tough to schedule sometimes.
Faulty though just voted on the next game. I don't even know what's in the poll.
Yeah,
do you want to give a little spoiler?
So the next poll is for a Patreon like supporter tier and up. Can vote on the game we play next Thursday night at the same time, and it is between. I put continue Aeon's End Legacy so as an option. So and I put like hurry up already as an option. So we could play Tuesday and then again Thursday and just continue with that if people want to keep seeing us play through that faster.
Okay.
I put Zombicide Invader. I put City Skylines, the board game, which we still have not played co-op, but if people vote for it, we'll play it. We'll play it eventually too, but and the other one is Bloodborne, the card game.
Oh, okay.
Which when I looked this afternoon, that had like 3 votes already, and Cities had 1. So that was like the first 4 votes were already like Bloodborne, the card game. And I do have the expansion for that, which I think we played with once, but.
I remember. Well, Faulty Joe just voted, so he would know what's winning, right? Because after you vote, you can see.
Yeah. Maybe I can see on my phone. No, maybe I can't.
That's okay. That's okay. YouTube Play sounds cool, but works best for co-op.
Yeah, works best for co-op as long as you don't need a secret hand that you're worried about. Like,
yeah.
If it's co-op where you're just like laying out the hand for the player, making choices and stuff, that's fine.
Yeah.
What is that? Alexis just donated $15. Thank you, Alexis.
Whoa,
Thank
you.
Thank you so much.
That's amazing.
That'll be going to another game to get on the channel for sure.
That's
Thank you.
amazing. Thank you. Wow.
Where is? Right here. Yeah, 6 votes total.
Okay.
Bloodborne's 50% of the votes, so that's 3. Skylines has, I assume, 2 votes, and Another episode of Aeon's End Legacy, hurry up already, is 17%.
Oh, and Ryan just
Oh,
voted,
Ryan just
so
voted.
we might have
Hold
to
on.
refresh
Let me
that.
refresh the page.
Oh, and Faulty Joe says, I just saw Legacy and clicked.
I put it as the first one thinking, like, people are going to be mad we're not playing it this weekend. Towards the next game or expansion.
Oh, that is
Thank
so
you so much.
sweet.
That's exactly what it's
So
going to be used
sweet.
for.
Wow.
That's exactly what it's going to be used
That's
for.
awesome.
Right back into the channel.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Did it refresh to 7?
Oh.
Something.
I
Oh.
think Ryan voted on Bloodborne, the card game, I think.
Oh, did it flip the numbers a little bit?
Yeah, that one's 43% now.
Oh.
But this is open till Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. It closes, and then we'll pull out the game that we're playing, especially if we haven't played it in a while, and start practicing it during the week when we have time and reading the rules.
Yeah, if it's Aeon's End, we won't have
If
to
it's
do
Aeon's
that.
End, yeah, we're just like, yes, we don't have to prep. We have Wednesday night off. Sweet.
Oh, you are incorrect. Legacy.
Oh.
Legacy.
Oh, that means somebody else must have.
You mentioned that Aeon's End was in there, and everyone's like, I'm going to vote now.
What did I do? Anyways, thank you to our
That's
patrons
so
who
awesome.
vote for this.
So fun.
Yeah,
I
we're,
love it.
We're going to do more polls for other things too. Like, I don't know.
We should put in the poll, so put all these games, and then one time you should just for fun put in the poll just a chat. No game, just we're going to sit and chat or something and see if that's what people want to see.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Like
yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like
Instead
not
of us
ask
playing a
me
game,
questions,
just like a Q&A.
just like this, where we're just talking and
Yeah.
laughing and yeah.
But you gotta have like a game in the background. Maybe we just do like a party game or something like light when we're playing, and
Yeah, maybe.
or something we can incorporate the chat with it. That would
Yes, that would be fun. That'd be fun.
Anyways.
Lots of ideas.
be cool. Anyways, we gotta get out of here. But yeah, tomorrow night, same time, we're streaming Dark Souls, the board game, 4-player, having some fun with the Mega Boss Gaping Dragon. Mm-hmm. It's like a dungeon crawly co-op, hard as nails ish,
But so
fantasy
fun.
themed. Yeah, it's a cool game.
And that's 7:30 p.m.
says-
Eastern.
Ryan says, legacy or no wingspan. I'm kidding. I would never do that. Imagine it says just an empty box. It says in there, I told you to play legacy,
Oh my
jerk
God.
face. It's just like an empty box. Like, screw you, pal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You know what's crazy though? We keep scheduling these legacies, and one time we're just going to end, and then what are we going to do for the scheduled?
Well, that's the thing. Like,
Because that's when it gets tough, right?
I
As we're
see
getting
there's
close.
envelopes in there that I'm like, okay, I know we'll have to do another one. I'm sure,
Yeah,
pretty sure.
yeah.
I would just cancel the next
Oh,
stream.
okay,
That's
okay,
all. I would just,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks to our Patreon backers. Thanks to everyone who supports the channel. If you're watching this later and do not want to miss live and come hang out with us and chat, it's more fun than watching it later, I'm sure. You can always scrub through all of our chatting, though, I guess. But subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss that. Hit the like button if you want to see more of these type of games on the channel. That helps other people find these videos on YouTube. And thank you to all the people who spent the evening with us chatting in the chat, making
So
this fun. Yeah, it's not just the quiet game of Clank, having your tea with your wife at the kitchen table. This is like, playing with you guys just ups the fun and just makes it so much better. Janet, thank you so much. Ryan, Alexis, Joe, Cohen,
Dragon.
Bernardo, I know you're there somewhere.
Kevin's there.
Kevin,
Cohen.
yes, everybody. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.
Yeah,
And we'll see you
so
guys in the
fun.
next stream. Have
Good
a good
night.
night, morning, whatever it is when you're watching this. Bye-bye.